Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Telia Misfits. Yay! The psychotic smiley emote. Love it, kiss it. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, yes. Maggie, Svel. Already, people. All right, so, hi. So, I am here joined with my beautiful, amazing, spectacular, wonderful players and friends, Savian.
Hi.
Sarcastrophe.
How y'all doing?
Ocean X.
Hello.
The stunning Raining Blade.
Yo.
And our guest for the evening and for the foreseeable future, Spiral Proxy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yes, well, and as our
I'm a
guest.
little disappointed by my high. Should I try it again?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully the me on screen will not bother you too much. It's not going to be distracting when I start, moving a lot too much because I like to. You can't see it normally, but I actually do act a lot. Like I do move a lot when I'm RPing. So, yeah. I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. Let us do the recap of last session from the eyes of one Terry the dwarf. Go, do it.
Alright, so as Terry arrived in Feywave, searching for that fabled scroll or for a way to be free of his dark master, he heard rumors of this night, this cursed night. So he stayed inside the house of one of his friends. That is until he heard some commotion outside. Leaning just enough to see, he accidentally tripped over a cloth, fell out the window. Doubling down on the movement, he decided to help the group of adventurers on defeating the ghosts, which they did, and that's where we left off.
Very heroic entrance.
Indeed. Uh, especially from the eyes of everyone else, apparently. Yes, well. After the heroic battle against the ghosts of the Night March that plagued the city of Feywave, you made your way back to the Silver Hawk before more of them showed up. You managed to seal off the entrance. Well, the entrance that Callahan created by crashing through a window. You sealed it off with a table and some more furniture was added to it. After that, you managed to take a breather and discover that two of your party have aged seemingly about 20 years or so. I believe it was Namir and Emrys, who now look older.
No.
Indeed. It is a bit of a pickle, considering that Oni only lived to about 70 to 80 years maximum.
Oh my god.
Oh, not as bad as I thought then.
Yes.
Well, that's that's pretty much the life expectancy of most humans as well.
Oh, no. None actually go past 70 to 80 years. Life expectancy is more on the 60 to 70.
Callan's also going to live for 2,000 years old, so
probably.
Good thing Demir was pretty young to begin with.
You are well past middle age now, though. I think. Yeah.
Time to have a midlife crisis.
Well, considering he just aged 20 years, I think this is his midlife crisis. It would be for anyone. So yes, as you are taking a breather and looking upon your older teammates, you see the innkeeper John, who turns to you and goes, "What the bloody hell was that? You put everyone in danger for what? A fucking child?"
Callahan at this point is also knocked the fuck out. I can't remember exactly how low I was, but I know I used up every spell I had.
Yeah, you're kind of tired. Kind of.
Oh, I lost. I didn't lose hit points, but I lost my max hit point count.
Yes, you lost a part of your soul.
I lost a few of those pages.
And the child in question is now a teenager.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
See, so yeah, about that. He didn't actually grow up in, he's not taller. He doesn't look like a teenager. He looks like a very tiny teenager because he's still the height of a 5-year-old and the mind of a 5-year-old. But
he has like a beard and everything.
Yeah, he has
His
some
little
stubble
sprinkles.
now. Yeah.
Oh, he's got some acne.
Yeah, also these horrified eyes of someone that has seen death, has seen his mother get her soul stolen, and has seen people fighting, ghosts, and the same eyes of someone that will never probably sleep again in his life.
Would Callahan? I know I'm sleeping. Would sleeping Callahan know what he's fought out there? I think I vaguely. I don't know if I know what the ghosts were.
Well,
I mean,
you know they were
I don't know if
specters, and
okay, so I did know the specters. Yeah. Okay,
at the end of the last session, we did have a you did roll for some knowledge on what happened to you. You do know that the part of your soul that was stolen will recover, so you only need to rest, eat properly, and in time, what was stolen will regenerate. But you also know that the aging that happened, if you know from reading your books on while you were studying the book of Mal, there is a small passage that some in a way indicates that if the aging thing is not healed within 24 hours, about 24 hours, it will be permanent.
Would I know at all what would heal it? Would it like a lesser restoration?
You know that you would need something more powerful than that. You would need a greater restoration.
Greater restoration? I don't have that spell though.
Gotta
Oh,
go
no.
to the church.
Oh
Beg
god!
people,
Like
please
it's
size
time
Maul.
for Demir
We're
and
all
Emrys to
gonna
go
have-
back to the church for
Go
another
back to the church,
sermon.
boys.
No, back to the church.
Hey, they'll know we're a repeat people of the faith who've attended service, so they'll be more likely to help us.
I was expecting to say repeat offender right there. You guys get your club cards for the church, yeah?
You
Good
can always
enough.
try the Pathfinders.
Go for enough.
They also have
sense.
powerful spellcasters.
Yeah, Pathfinder's the woe. Just saying.
I just love that John screamed at you guys and you all ignored him, and you're just talking about everything
Yeah, well,
except for the
so
angry innkeeper.
Emrys isn't really like listening to the conversation. Emrys is just kind of looking at themselves, just kind of like, like gingerly picking up bits of their robes, looking at their hands, like, this is not right.
I'm sitting down against the wall resting and
Mhm.
assumed that the person that John would be yelling at the most is Callahan,
Yes.
who appeared to be
Callahan.
trying to wave dash into bed.
Yeah, and
Callahan
I'm
is-
still like
Callahan
Just-
was the one who literally just like smashed a window to get outside. So
And Demir is currently still holding up
in
the desk up against the window, and then he has currently concentrating on his illusion spell that's trying to cover the
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
hole in the wall.
Yes, yes,
He
yes.
also is a bit preoccupied.
John turns to, right, the lot of you. Once this night passes, I want all of you out of my inn. I don't want you back. I don't want any of you back.
That's
I'll
rude.
just start snoring.
That's it. What?
Fuckers.
If that's the price for saving the life of a child, then I will gladly pay that.
Oh my God, Demir, you're really old as well.
Oh my goodness! Like, I am. And Demir starts looking himself over and like pulling his like skin, which is a bit more like flappy than before, and
Oh,
oh yeah, interesting. You're quite, and just starts to take out his book and takes notes on everything.
Yoko's just gonna
pretty good at
shrug. She's used to not being welcome places.
Yeah, fortunately.
I want to go check on the woman. Or did we ascertain already that she was?
Oh no, you
dead?
left.
We ascertained that she was dead
No,
and
we
left her
we
body
carried
outside.
her. I thought
Oh,
one
did
of
we
us
carry her?
carried back
I
the woman.
I think we did carry her.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think we got both.
Callahan carried the body, while someone else carried the child. And so she is there. She's kind of dead though.
Okay.
Just
But Terry, you can roll a medicine if you want.
Is she dead or mostly dead?
Terry, you can roll a medicine if you want.
Yeah, but there's a difference though. Oh. Okay.
Okay. You touch the body. Check for signs of life. She has no wounds, no physical wounds. She is simply very cold and not breathing. It's almost like she just passed away in her sleep.
Yeah, life was taken away from her. Okay, got it.
Oh, Gooey, thank you for the
The work
bits.
of dark arts.
Sorry.
That's on a bits.
don't forget to redeem those stream points, boys.
oh yeah.
Get
Yes.
the life
Also,
or
yeah,
Yes.
and thank you for the hydrated imposters check. I forgot about that.
All right. So has Callahan or Terry? Because last session Terry also like realized this. Have either of you? I don't think either of you have actually said, that this aging thing is permanent yet. Like you've been told it
Permanent
by
unless fixed
the
the next day.
DM, but
Until
until it is said,
yeah, I mean Callahan.
we do not know. So
Yeah, Callahan just said that he immediately went try to go to sleep. So he didn't actually say anything, and he would be the only one that knows about this.
Yes. Yes, it would.
all right. Well, I'm sure a night's rest will.
Wait,
Well-
no. I'm checking the rolls from last session. It was Terry who realized this.
Yeah, I said that.
Sorry.
Okay.
I am so sorry. Yes. I
Oh no. So
I was scatterbrained. So yeah, Terry does know, and Terry is clearly awake. So
I do tell them. I approach them, and I say, but you don't look so bad. But if you want to be younger again, you should probably check that out with magic.
What you mean? You saying that unless we get it checked out, this won't be fixed?
Yeah, you have about a day.
A day?
Yeah, a bit less.
Oh my!
Demir.
Or
Demir,
else it's
you said-
permanent.
You said this could be fixed with magic things. Demir, do you know any magic things that could fix this?
Oh well, I don't not particularly. I mean, this seems to be
This is of course
I-
I would be able to fix something such as this very easily. My powers deal with the mind, but because they deal with the mind, that means that what happens to my body is not with the consequence of my powers. So,
Oh yes, quite. Even so, I do think this is more of the, I guess to say, more a bit of maybe perhaps Callahan's realm of perhaps he would know exactly how to best approach this. I don't know any sort of spells or magic that I'm even aware of in the arcane sense that could exactly treat this. I mean, it seems to be some sort of curse, I guess, more so than anything.
You'd need some divine magic. Arcane won't do you any good.
Yes, quite so. Which means that either Callahan will have to help assist us, or perhaps we perhaps need to go to the church.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's your best bet, unless you want to be old
Demir
forever.
Demir kind of shudders when he mentions going to the church.
church.
Amazing experience.
Did Callahan go to bed?
Callahan, according to what he said, he's just passed out on the floor.
Callahan just
Oh.
walked out in
Callahan.
front of
Emery's like gets down and starts shaking Callahan's shoulders. Callahan, wake up! This is urgent.
And what can I roll against Emrys to not wake
Since this is you're just tired, you wake up. You wake up. You can choose to pretend not to.
Fucking off, wake up. I did.
Perception check.
You had me for 2 seconds, but now if I'm awake, I'm awake. I'm a man of God.
Callahan, we have a serious issue.
Gee, I have a serious headache. Oh God.
Myself and Demi have a serious case of we're 20 years older than we should be, more or less.
Yeah, sometimes I wake up like that too. You gotta look at a perspective. You're still young. Oh
No, Callahan. I'm literally not still young. I have aged. I've seen things, Callahan.
I kind of look up. My eyes just kind of widen in shock as I realize that Emrys is now taller and looks really gaunt. I'm like, oh God, oh Maul, oh no. Thanks for the hero point. Oh God, Emrys, you gotta eat, buddy, please. You're so thin. Oh, this is like looking into my worst nightmare.
I don't look at that bad, do I?
Demir does nothing.
I look over towards Demir and I'm like, oh, Demir. Oh, what happened to my boy? My baby boy.
I believe the exact sequence of events is that you burst out a window charging, and I came to assist you.
If you two look like this, then Kyoho. And I turn towards Kyoho.
I just got possessed.
Oh, but you look fine. Wow.
Yes. Although I think John should be yelling at you for breaking the window a little bit more now that you're awake.
Breaking the. And I turn over and I notice the massive hole, the massive spiritual weapon, bat-shaped hole.
There is a table and some furniture in front of it, but yeah. Also, John is on the other side of the inn, talking to his wife. And goes, "Oh, remember, I want you out by the morning."
Yep, you got it, Jono. You got it. We will be right on top of that. You got it. I look back at Emery like, oh, it might not be the first priority, but it'll be up there. I look back at Demir. Oh.
Right, now you see why we required to wake you. Can you fix this? According to this man, I do not know his name.
Terry, pleasure to meet you.
Terry. I actually did know your name. Simply, it would be rude for me to simply use my mental powers to assume such. Regardless, he has informed us that unless this is fixed within 23 and a half hours, this will become permanent.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Indeed. So perhaps you could lend us your assistance?
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to do?
Well, I think we were hoping that you would know. This seems to be your area of specialty, perhaps.
Guess I was the oldest. Past tense, so aging would be my speciality.
I believe what Emerson is trying to say is that given the creature we seem to be fighting were specters of some sort, and that then in contact with the specters we seem to have aged considerably. This seems to be a bit more of a curse and something that, as Terry mentioned earlier to us, divine magic would probably be more in use here than simply the arcane, of which Emerson and I specialize in.
Yes, precisely. My powers deal with the mind rather than altering the body.
Oh, you meant more healing magic. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. And can I start like poking at my head and cast guidance on myself before I try and make a roll, try and figure out who might be able to fix these two? Is that okay?
I usually don't allow guidance for any knowledge checks. Because, let's be honest, you either remember it or you don't.
It's more like trying to get guidance off of Maul to kind of unfold the situation.
Roll me an Arcana.
Callahan looks at his "What would Maul do" bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What would Maul do?
Arcana, sorry,
I wonder.
religion. I meant religion.
Oh, thank goodness.
Do you... wonderful. It's the same roll. Okay. So, I mean, a priest might do it. Better priest than you.
Emerson, I got an idea.
What do you mean, better priest?
What is your idea?
Thank you. Thank you. Emrys, Demir, I'm going to take you to a close friend of ours. And we're going to see what they can do for us tomorrow morning, all right?
It's the church, isn't it?
Church, yeah.
Sure.
Very well. I just suppose just wake me in the morning then, and Demir just
Bright and early.
just marches off to bed.
We got to get there early for morning services, or there won't be a pew for us.
Demir just goes straight to sleep and just doesn't want to even think about it.
So I'll
I
get
will
everyone.
also go
I'm
to
gonna give
sleep.
Emrys like a little look, being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I brought this poor young child into this."
Now that we've gotten the post-battle, what in the world just happened over with?
Mm-hmm. I just want to point one thing. All four of you have rooms here. Terry, you are a complete stranger, and that you just showed up, so you don't actually have a room here for you.
Oh, it's okay. He's used not sleeping much. He will just drink a couple of beers, wait for the night to pass.
You know, Terry, I'm a man of the cloth, so
Of the what?
of the cloth.
The cloth.
It means that he is a priest.
Oh,
Topaz priest too. And I'd like to show my fist that says Maul tattooed onto my finger.
Oh my god, yeah, it does.
oh, that's
Guess who I'm representing, bro?
cool. Mal?
Dead on. Yeah, so if you want to bunk up with me or nothing, I don't mind going, I don't know, like ass to ass or something, like whatever works best for you.
Well, I guess I'll just wait till the night pass. Need to drink a little bit. That was
Alright.
scary. That was very scary.
It was very scary, man. Kind of looks at him. Does Terry
That woman
like,
still
beat up
died.
at all, or
Sorry? What was that?
Sorry.
beat up at all?
Did you take any damage, Terry? I don't think. Did you? I think you took some.
I did.
Yeah, Kyoho kicked your
Bit of
ass
it.
for a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Not my fault.
They're
Can I-
possessed.
Can I go over to Terry and kind of give him like a fist bump on his arm and cast my last first level spell slot for Cure Wounds?
Of course you can.
I'm actually, I figured I was going to be asleep for the entire thing, so I have changed all my spells, but I had Cure Wounds.
Yeah, you had it, so you can just
Yeah.
use it.
I have now gotten rid of Cure Wounds. Yeah, just kind of like just to give him like a little healing boost.
Okay.
So that is 1d8 plus 4.
Yee.
How much?
You heal for 9, Terry.
Oh,
Can I look to
almost
him?
full HP.
Yo, man. What's your name? I was asleep. I imagine when people were talking about names and shit.
Oh, I'm Terry. Pleased to meet you. And you are?
Yo, I'm Callahan.
Callahan.
Church and Mall. You may have heard of us. We're kind of a big deal.
I have. They're around.
Hopefully nowhere is
Sorry,
the
don't-
price, because that is a courthouse, which would mean that you would be a criminal.
Oh no, heavens, no! No
I'm
criminal.
just fucking with you, man. I know what's up. So tell me, what's your deal, man? You look super cool out there. I'm not gonna lie. I really digged what you were dropping back there.
Yes, I saw you were in need of help and couldn't stand by.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we were definitely in need of help.
Well, I came to this town in search for any leads towards the scroll that I need to find.
Yo, what kind of scroll are you looking for?
Okay. I trust you enough, and you're the magical type. You can actually help me. I'm looking for a scroll that will be able to transport a creature from another realm into this one.
That doesn't sound like the kind of scrolls. Wait, are you in the same room? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I think we are.
No,
I don't think we did.
Demir and Callahan were the ones with that share the room. So I would assume the only the three of you are there because Emerus and Kyoho are in their own room.
All right, never
And
mind.
Terry is sleeping.
Ignore me then.
I'll get a rest after being possessed.
But yeah,
Did
I'm
you
looking for
say
it.
Other realm?
Yeah, there are other realms behind this one, beyond this one.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I couldn't tell you there was all too much that's good in those other realms. Isn't that where like devils and demons and shit are from?
Most likely, but I don't have much of a choice. If we don't find the scroll, my entire village will be slain. So we kind of have to find the scroll.
Slain by who?
We never saw it, but I assume the same creature we would teleport with the scroll.
Wait, are you trying to teleport whatever's threatening your village to here?
Well, either that or finding a way to break the curse. But as I can see with the aging curse, it's not your area of expertise. Maybe you know where such a scroll might be found?
Would I know of any scroll like this?
Well, in general, your experience so far with scrolls indicate that the stronger the magic, the harder the scrolls are to make, and the fewer there should exist. So if one such scroll exists, that's going to be a toughie. Can roll an Arcana to see what kind of magic would be required for such a thing. You don't know what kind of magic would be required for such a thing.
That's a nice story and all, but you're talking fiction novels here.
Most likely, but can't just abandon them.
Look, you know the two guys that I was with, the ones that just got
Which-
old.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna be bringing them off somewhere nice and early tomorrow in order for them to find like proper guidance and information. Do you want to come by? The great individual that I'm gonna bring them to might have some words of wisdom for you.
Is it another priest?
Bro, I'm not asking you to ask me questions. I'm asking you if you want to come to us to the church tomorrow morning.
All right, I'll go. I want to see if you can lift the curse. I hope
Can't
so.
take it back now. See ya, church boy. And I would like to buy Terry one drink before leaving, if that's okay.
That is totally fine. That would be 4 copper.
I'll take it. The young bloods,
Can I do
always
that?
going to church and stuff.
You stick your like first 3 fingers, then you go. You like wave them
God
there.
damn it, yes.
Perfect. That's what I'm doing to
All
Terry
right.
after buying him a drink.
Oh my god. All right. Cool. So you guys go to sleep. You go to sleep. There's drinking. Generally, you sleep well enough. Demir and Amaris, you have a. You're not used to your new bodies. A lot more stuff aches than normal. It's weird. And then one of you slept. It is a position you've slept in all your life, but now it just causes more pain to your joints. It's very weird. But oh yeah, and Callahan, you have nightmares. It's not enough to keep you from sleeping, but you do have nightmares of ghosts feeding upon you. Um, it is a side effect of losing part of your soul, as you would. But thankfully, you all managed to have a long rest, complete your long rest, and Callahan, you do recover your maximum hit points back to well, you lost 10, so whatever you had, which I believe is 30 now. Yes. Yes. So you wake. God damn it, RP. That is exactly how I feel. Yes. So yeah, you wake up, and in the morning, as you start to come down, you do see that the inn is just about opening, and all the shutters are being opened, all the tables are being put into place, and John just points to
Including
you.
the one that was up against the wall.
Yes, including that one. All of you, now fuck off and never come back to my inn. Nearly killed us all. You fucking bastards.
Demir just doesn't say anything and just walks out, clearly ticked off at the guy.
Well, not all will appreciate our work.
It's certainly still better than the time we had back in the last city, that's for sure, certain.
Can Callan
Aye.
come out?
At least
The
that guy
famous-
doesn't like us for a reason.
I'd like Callan just be like really joyful, just like very peppy.
Of course.
Like just claps his hand. All right, who's ready?
See ya.
I was not
Well-
even going.
Whatever.
Yo-ho. You got lucky simply being possessed.
I need
Alright,
to meet
guys.
up with somebody today anyway.
I'm bringing over a new recruit. Please introduce Terry.
Hey, sorry
Is he
for
always
trying to
this
kill you while I
excited?
was possessed last night.
It's okay. You'll never kill me. It's all good.
Bold words.
That's not the person you want to be making those claims.
It's alright, I'm more worried about the priest. Is he always like this?
Sadly, yes.
If not for the fact that decades of my life were on the line, I would not have opted to attend where we are going.
Nah,
It's
you
going
don't
to
mean.
put it simply, it's going to suck.
Oh,
No,
what can
it's
it
not.
be?
It's gonna suck the love of the church into you guys.
The only thing I hope it sucks this dreaded curse out of our bodies.
Demir, you smell like old people all of last night, so come on, let's get going.
I also want to point out you have 16 hours until the curse is permanent. Enjoy that.
Cool. How long does it take to get to the nearest temple?
No, the nearest temple, about 15 minutes.
Already.
Yeah,
Well,
you're relatively close.
It's the type of temple that you'd go to on a family holiday, and you spend an abnormal amount of time walking up towers that were definitely not made for tourists.
Real quick.
It's the Morrowind Temple. Yes.
Yeah, real quick. I'm assuming that I take the time to do my shift feet little treats thing when like the spellcasters are doing their
Yes.
time and
Always.
they have to get their spellcaster. So that's already done. But I do have like that merchant from last time who told me to see him today for calligrapher's tools.
Yes.
That was what I was planning to go do while they're off at church.
All right. That's perfectly fine. So we can actually do your thing first then,
Okay.
since it'll be faster. You go to the location, and when you get there, the doors are still very barred. Like like I said, there's nobody in the streets. There's only a few people just walking around, and yes, you do see one thing, Yoho. You do see a few people just dead in the streets as you're walking.
Yep.
But you do
Makes
not
sense.
see this the merchant, the street merchant. And as after a few minutes, you see someone just peeks around the corner. And go, oh, okay, it's you. And you see the merchant come out with a heavy bag and something rolled up under his arm. Good thing you survived that thing.
Yep.
The fuck was that?
Apparently it happens around here sometimes.
Oh,
First
fucking
time seeing it myself.
the mainland is very fucking weird, isn't it?
Indeed.
Right. So what was it we wanted again? Tools.
Calligrapher's tools.
Yeah. So before this whole mess happened, I asked a few people and managed to cobble up something that that'll do the trick, at least. They're nothing fancy. But I'll part with them for 10 gold.
Alright.
All right. Not even haggling again. You're an interesting customer. And you see him dip into his backpack and take out this box that has twine around it, and a complimentary bottle of ink. Here you go.
Thank you.
I'll be going now. I'm not gonna stay in this town. Apparently, it only happens once or twice a year, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, yeah. And gives you a nod and starts walking away. Anything else you wish to do during the time?
I guess I'll browse around and see if there's anything else that catches my eye. While the
Alright.
shops are getting set back up.
All right. Also, Kara, my darling, thank you so much for the hydrate. Everyone else that wishes to hydrate, now is the time to do it. It's always good for your throats. But yes, Kyoho, in general, nobody's actually opening up shop. Everyone's just doing more damage control. And you do see there's, in general, a lot of homeless people that couldn't find places to stay last night just didn't make it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's sad, but she understands why, and she also understands why their incredibly willful priest did what he did.
mhm. Yes. Well, and yes, Kara, those are indeed the booba. The booba from
booba.
booba. Yes. Meanwhile, the very willful priest and his gang of church adoring companions make their way to the temple of the goddess of healing and wisdom, Morwen. Once again, within about 15 minutes, you encounter the temple, and what you see is priests and people helping the priests dragging the bodies of the deceased into the well, before the church, not into the church itself. You see that about a dozen or so bodies are being laid down in rows, and every time they are put on the ground, someone gives a small prayer. What do you guys do? What are you doing?
Emrys is just kind of like close to Callahan, just like, Callahan, is that the person we need to talk to? Callahan, what about that person?
He looked like the same priest as before. I noticed that in Osio's notes they didn't mention the name of the priest.
Oh yeah, no. I was just
I
as
feel like we didn't think that was important enough.
There wasn't a mention of the priest's name. No. I only mentioned her as the high priestess. So there we go. Now we have Terry on screen as well.
Yo!
Yay.
Yeah. That, yeah.
Now you got to draw a stick figure.
Oh yeah, I'll get right on it.
yeah.
still have two of our players who don't know. Oh no, it's just six because it's not the portraits.
That's Santa. It might be Santa. But yeah.
Now I get to draw an extra long line.
Yes, you do. Almost 100 feet. Look at that.
We are very healthy.
yes, you are. All right.
He's a thick boy.
Yeah, thick boy. All right, so
Extra thick.
guys. all right. I'm just gonna
What the hell is this?
center this a little bit better. There we go. Oh my God, Terry, what are you doing?
He's eating the
Why is it-
of mall.
Right. So
Read the book of Maul.
you do see the few priests, and you do see the high priestess. She is apparently consoling a few people by the entrance. She seems to be talking to them, and you do see some movements as
In that case, I do I do not yell "What's up."
Uh, good.
As,
Good to know you have some decorum still.
Callahan is a doofus, but he's got like respect.
Well, Mr. Doofus, you wait for a little bit, and you do find an opening where you might be able to approach her.
Hi, priestess. It's me again. You may have remembered me from yesterday.
Yes, yes, of course.
You're Maul, and I hold up my fist for like a wee bump.
Of course, of course. How may I help you?
Yeah. So I reckon Morwin probably respects you a lot, right?
Um, I I am a faithful servant of the goddess.
Right. Which is great. I'm actually
Yes.
kind of wondering if I wanna up my own relationship with Maul, right? What did you do? Like, did you pray a little differently? Did you change your diet?
Um, well, I don't I don't exactly know what you mean. I've been a devout follower of Morwen for most of my life. I've done what she expects of me, and the goddess does not ask for more than what we are capable of. And I believe I was just blessed with her trust to gain this position.
Right. Okay. Natural growth. I hear you. I look over to like, well, in that case, I've got a little bit of an issue going on. Do you remember the two people that I brought yesterday? The young one and the big guy?
I believe I saw. Yes, I remember. And she looks at the mirror. Ah, yes, yes. It's a pleasure. You look, you look a little bit different.
Emery just kind of cuts in, like, "Yes, we need your help, please.
Oh,
Much appreciated.
We
Thank you."
need your assistance, not help. Help comes off as the word of the week.
uh,
Assistance shows we're colleagues in the field of the
We
clergy.
come,
we need your help.
come now, come now.
Look,
There is no
hold on,
shame in
hold on.
asking for help. There is no there.
Sister, whatever, Sister Maria.
You hear a priest going, High Priestess,
High Priestess Maria.
Diane.
High Priestess Diane.
Emery just cuts Callahan off, like, "High Priestess, last night we were most unfortunate to have been caught up in the night march, as it is called. We were not quite
Ah,
aware of these events. While we did escape with our lives, we did not escape with them fully intact.
I see.
Myself and my companion have suffered some sort of ill effect that has rendered our bodies not quite what they once were. We have become physically much older,
I
and
see.
we have been warned by our priest friend that if left unchecked, this may become permanent.
Ah, um,
By the way, I'm the priest friend.
yes,
By the way.
I would assume so. First of all, it is incredibly fortunate that uh, you survived such an encounter. Not, and she looks towards all the bodies on the floor. Not all who spend the night outside are as fortunate as you. May I touch you for a moment?
Yes. Emrys just kind of steps forward and like holds out a hand or a palm or whatever.
She nods and she reaches out with her hands, and you see her muttering a few words and placing her hands to your cheek, to your cheeks, on either of your cheeks, and you feel a warmth flow through you as this gentle light envelops her hands and seems to be seeping into you. Yes, of course. I knew that the may I touch you for a moment would. Okay, um, and this fight persists, and she continues. But
I mean,
then
let's be real. This isn't I've forgotten his name already. This isn't the wizard guy.
this isn't Arthur. No,
He
no.
was slightly less subtle about his intentions with Boober in the party.
Yeah, Arthur's fun to play in a. I love to hate him. Yeah, kind of way. Yes, but
Yeah, sorry, continue.
she continues her magic, and then she opens her eyes and looks upon you and goes, "I'm sorry. I personally do not possess the ability to cast what spell you require. It is beyond my abilities."
Do
Do you know where we can go? Sorry.
Yes, do you know who would? Anywhere we could go that is reachable within roughly 15.5 hours?
Oh, that does not give us many options. No. Well,
Do I know? Is there any mall people around that could like hook me up?
mall people around? Well, there's a court. There's a court in every city.
I mean, like ones that'll do the job. Like,
Well, roll me
are there?
a.
Where are all the mall clerics at? That's my big question.
She. You ask her. Do you ask her that?
No. This is me just asking like you.
Well, you know the Inquisitors in general. They stick to the courthouses and they almost never leave. The swords are the ones that leave and do the handiwork. Um, they're not clerics. They're more of the combat-y type, in case someone needs a sword to the face. Um, so if you do want to talk to some mall people, that would be in the courthouse.
I mean, like, would there be any mall worshippers who would know Greater Restoration?
You need to find a mall worshipper that is quite powerful in magical skill. Uh, in general, high level casters of Maul, it's not a ton of them. Aside, a lot of the stronger worshippers of Maul end up being, more on the paladin side of things, than and the bureaucracy side of things than actual I cast fire that rains down from the sky kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, yeah. I'll just let Diane keep going.
She go, unfortunately, there is no other town that is within 15 hours of here. You might possibly find help with the Pathfinders, maybe. Or if you. Well, I. There is a man that sells books in town. He also sells scrolls, magical scrolls. He could possibly have a scroll that you seek. It would be costly, I believe, but he might have something like that. If you find a scroll with such magic, I could cast it. I do believe your friend over here. She looks at Callahan with a slight nod. He would be able to cast it as well. There is a slight chance of it failing if we are not strong enough, but right now I do believe it's the only thing you might be able to do.
That is very helpful. Thank you.
Yes. I am very sorry I could not help you more.
That's all right. You'll have to excuse our impatience as we are on somewhat of a time limit.
It's
Everyone's
very
just kind of
understandable.
spins around, looks together, is like, all right, we're checking out the Pathfinders and we're checking out the spell spell shop.
Well,
Which
to be completely honest, even if we were able to find such a scroll of a high level, it's probably restricted to members of the Pathfinders Guild, anyways, as we encountered yesterday. So,
if joining the Pathfinders Guild will allow us to, not be older, then I'm open to taking that trade.
yes, quite
Wait.
so.
Hold on, Terry, are you part of the Pathfinders Guild?
Oh no, they're a bunch of idiots. I don't want anything to do with them.
Who would want to be a
Yeah.
Pathfinder, right, Pyro?
I once met a Pathfinder. Gus. Oh, look at my belt. Look
My
at my
character's
belt.
not there, but can I hop in there with a player comment?
Uh-huh.
We might not have to join them. We could just
Yeah.
hire them to cast it. It would probably be more expensive, but we wouldn't have to deal with joining up with an organization we don't particularly
That
care
was
for.
kind of my
Emirates
idea,
is
but I was just trying to see if I
already
could
at
get
the
like an
door
answer, Terry.
at this point. Like, yeah, let's go there first.
Yeah,
I'm
Demir and
actually,
Emrys are just like marching off together.
I'm
Alright,
actually
you
gonna
guys-
say that Kyoho, you aren't far from them, and it didn't take you long for your business, so you would meet up with him. So
Yeah, Kyo. Church.
everyone's together. It's nice.
Safe in here.
Outside the church.
How'd it go?
Well, we might need to get the Pathfinders help for assistance. So
Can
that's just
Callahan-
gonna move on. And Demir starts storming off in the direction once again.
Okay, so are you heading towards the Pathfinders, or are you heading towards the bookseller?
Is one or the other closer?
Since you're by the church, the bookseller would be closer.
Is
The
it in the
market
opposite
is-
direction though, or is it like?
No, it's in the same
relatively-
direction. It's because the Pathfinders is closer to the northern part of town, and the church is to the southeast, and the bookstore is on the way, more or less.
Alright, I think we'll go to the bookstore first then. Might as well, right?
Can Callan stay behind and try and get Terry to ask High Priestess Diane about his problem?
Oh,
Of course.
Callahan, thank you, but we're going to scroll shop. Maybe that guy knows a lot more about the scroll. You know?
Yo, that's actually a fair point. I appreciate you saying this, Terry. I think you add a lot of group dynamic here. And I just want to say, on behalf of everyone who I speak for, that we're all very happy to have you. And I gotta ask, that beard, bro, how long?
How long have this beard been growing?
Yeah, I also would like to know how long it is as well.
Emirates
I
is
never
like-
cut it. It's
You've never cut it.
no dwarf ever shaves
What about
beard.
split ends?
That's nature. No, never.
Nature, that's badass. Come on, let's go to this weird little. Let's go to your weird scroll
Let's go.
shop.
Emirates
This
I
is
would
like,
just like to
uh,
interject here real quick. He does not speak for me, but you do seem like a cool person.
Emirates
Demir's
is
not
like,
even paying
Yeah,
attention.
Terry.
He's just beelining.
yeah, Emirates is with Demir like several paces ahead, just shouts back like, Demir has a great beard now too.
Demir, I dig the beard, bro, but
I've got a faster move speed than everybody here,
Yeah.
so I just
And that's-
your
I
jawline
can
is
Yeah, but
keep up with you
funny.
guys.
Your faster move speed is also why you managed to conclude your business and find them before they even left the church. Yes. But yes.
Demir's not dashing, but like trying to like power walk to try and be as fast as
Yes,
Kyoho.
walking at a brisk pace towards the bookstore.
Can Callan do
Terry
that thing
is
where?
dashing to keep up with the party.
Can I do the thing where like you fake jog?
Uh-huh.
You're like, it's a motion of jogging, but it's just as fast as me walking.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that you have Kyoho, who is faster than anyone in the party, and then you have the dwarf who can barely keep up with everyone in the party. Anyway,
Stubby legs.
stubby legs, yes. You reach first. Well, Demir and Emerus, you're the first ones to reach the bookstore, which I believe was Demir that went there before, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Demir and Emrys, we both went there.
Ah, yes. You reach the bookstore, and you do see a halfling who seems to be opening up the store. And what the hell do you want?
We would like to inquire as to whether you have any scrolls that could. Will we given a name of the spell specifically?
I believe Callahan told you Greater Restoration. Yes.
We are looking for spells of greater restoration.
No.
Scrolls of greater restoration.
He looks around. Oh, come inside. Come inside. And he goes in. This small shop cluttered with books everywhere.
Demir kind of waits outside so he doesn't start knocking everything over again. He like just briefly steps inside and then just stays very still.
Yeah. Bull in the China shop. Nope. At this point, Kyoho, Terry, and Callahan, you catch up to the mirror. Just see the mirror waiting outside as Emerus is going inside with the halfling, and does anyone else enter, or is it just Emerus?
I also enter.
Okay, Terry. All right.
I'll go in and take a look around.
Okay. So all three of you go inside, and Kyoho, you start looking around, and you do see there's a lot of books, a lot of older books, a lot of more recent books, but nothing really catches your eye too much. You can roll an investigation to see if you spot anything more important.
Oh boy, investigation +0.
Well, it's still a 12.
Wow, that's one of our best rolls today.
Yeah. Right. You do find a couple of romance novels that might be interesting. And you find
Yeah.
a book written in Oni.
Oh.
It is a documented expedition from an Oni explorer by the name of Shinichi, who went traveling to the west, following the coast of the continent.
Mm.
Did you want to become a Buddha? Is it the journey to the west? No, sorry. Lame joke.
Maybe. Anyway,
Is that Oni book also one of the romance books? Well, did it find some little
The
spicy
romance
on his
of
journey?
exploration.
yes, exactly. The wonders of exploration and whatnot. But yes, that is the best thing you managed to spot amongst all of that. Meanwhile, Emerus and Terry, the halfling moves behind his counter, and you see him climb up a small set of stairs to a very high stool, and he jumps up and sits on it, adjusts himself. Okay. You want Greater Restoration Scroll, huh?
Correct.
I think
we
2 would be correct, Emrys. 2. 2 scrolls.
Ah, well,
Oh yeah.
that might be a problem, because I only have one. But there is also the problem that it's kind of reserved for the Pathfinders, if you know what I
Pathfinders, yeah.
mean.
Yes. It is good to know simply that you have it. We may return shortly, but thank you for the information.
Are you Pathfinders?
Not currently.
Um. Okay, well, it's going to be difficult for you to acquire such a scroll.
Well, if we were to become Pathfinders, then it would become much easier.
Well, possibly, unless, you know, a scroll so powerful might actually be restricted to the higher belts, as is the case.
Terry rolls his eyes when he mentions belts.
If you join now, you're probably gonna be a white belt, and it's not gonna give you access to such a powerful scroll. Scrolls of the fifth circle are quite rare and quite powerful.
Stupid pyramid schemes.
Also expensive. Very expensive.
What about scrolls for teleportation among the branches? Between branches.
Teleportation between branches. Are you crazy?
So you don't know of any.
There's no such scroll. Oh, there's no such magic. What are you talking about?
Never mind. You were great help.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Emery just like very quickly turns and leaves.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have a good
I follow
day.
Emrys.
No,
Hmm?
once Emery is outside, just like he has a single scroll, which is well, it could be useful for one of us, but we wouldn't be able to buy it anyway, so we would have to steal it or otherwise forcefully acquire it. But regardless, that means that our best bet is to inquire at the Pathfinders.
I'm gonna go see how much this book costs. Walking out.
Okay. So you go to him. What about you, big-titted lady?
How much does this book cost?
Ah, of course. Only interested in Oni book, huh? You know, I actually bought that by mistake. I'll make you a good price on it. You can buy it for 15 gold. How does that sound?
15 gold for a book you bought by mistake. Hmm.
Yes, I would charge a lot more if I didn't buy it by mistake. It's a good deal.
Is there anything I can roll to figure out if it's a good deal?
A roll, I'd say general insight. Just to see if he's full of shit. Seems like he's being fair.
All right, I'll pay it.
Okay. It's a pleasure doing business with you. He takes the 15 gold. And your friends seem very desperate.
You could say that.
Well, don't tell anyone I said this, but in case this whole Pathfinder thing does not work out, I might be able to work out a deal. Maybe.
Hmm.
I'll
I'll keep that in mind.
Keep it on the down low, as they say, huh? And he gives you a wink.
We'll give him a nod.
You're a pretty lady. I like you.
Thank you.
I also have deep pockets. Good. Have a nice day. And now we flash back to Amaris as they come out of the shop.
Yeah, Emrys was just like, he only had one scroll, and it is for Pathfinders only. Pathfinders of a certain belt as well, so even if we joined, we wouldn't be able to get it, which means that we would have to steal it or unlawfully acquire it if we wanted it. So we should check with the Pathfinders first in case they have some method available to them to cure
No.
this.
I got a suggestion.
Yes.
Why don't we ask Maribel or Dahlia? They seem kind of nice. Very, very interested in stabbing people for sure, but they seem nice.
Yes, while we're there, I'm sure we could ask them. I would, well, let's not leave any stone unturned.
All right. Do you guys head towards the Pathfinders Guild as Kyoho comes out with a book in her hands?
Yeah, Emrys is like,
You could tell Demir is super concerned about the Sage Saying because he is not interested in Kyoho or her book.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. So you start heading towards the Pathfinders Guild, and as you get there, you see that while everyone is trying to mostly recuperate from the night march and reopen their stuff, the Pathfinders are mostly drinking and enjoying themselves and eating and cheering at another night march with no casualties. Of course, when you come in, the usual stares happen, as a lot of the patrons of the guild, the guild's drinking area, do notice the new arrivals that have no belts, and look upon you.
Not true. You have belts.
Yes, of course.
It's not the flashy belt.
Yes, just not the proper belts. Yeah. So, what do you wish to do?
Emrys is gonna approach like the, because there was like a kind of reception
Yes.
desk.
Yes. There's the
Emrys-
administrator. Yeah.
Yeah, Emrys is gonna approach there, kind of somewhat hurried, just like, good morning. We would like to inquire about.
Up. The woman raises her finger for you to wait. First of all, let me finish reading, and then we can talk.
Emrys is just kind of like pacing on the spot, just like.
Can I look for Maribel or Dahlia, if that's okay?
Roll a perception to see if you spot them.
Yoho is sighing and rubbing her temples.
Yes. 15. All right. You look around and you don't see Mary. You do see Dahlia, who seems to be sitting alone, just as before. She seems to be noting something down on a little notepad.
Hi, Dahlia. I'm Callahan. We met yesterday. I would like to very awkwardly give a massive slow wave with one arm.
Yeah. Hi, you.
Hi. You work here, right?
I'm a
Like, you're a member.
pathfinder, yes.
Yeah, you find paths.
Yes.
I need a path found for me.
Oh,
that leads to my friend's happiness.
okay.
Could you help, please?
Um, I'm not really a life coach. Um, I might. You might want to try the temple. I hear High Priestess Diana is actually very, very good at guiding people.
She's actually unreal. I'm not gonna lie. She's a whopper of a banger of a woman. You know what I mean?
Uh
But
huh.
this is about something else, actually. Is
Okay.
there somewhere quiet that we could chat to, like a one-on-one, a DMC, if you will,
Um, I rather
deep,
not.
meaningful conversation?
I rather stay here if you don't mind.
Well, that's okay. In that case, I might just try and talk to you in whispers, okay? Because I don't want my friends hearing that I'm doing all this shit. All right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is me whispering. And
Okay.
as a note, it's the exact same fucking tone of voice.
Yeah.
In case that wasn't obvious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hey, two of my friends recently got afflicted by a curse.
Oh
Um,
no.
but there's a guy who won't sell to us for some reason. I wasn't really sure. I
Oh.
was outside having a smoke. Um, I was wondering, can I task you to buy the scroll for us, and I give you the money for the scroll, possibly plural, with a little bit of extra to pay off your fees and the guild fees?
Oh no. That would be against the rules. I'm sorry.
It's against the rules to accept the job.
Oh well. First of
That
all,
nets you and the guild money.
no. Well, first of all, all jobs, as you put it, have to be put to the administrator, and the administrator will evaluate them, and she will then see if they are doable, and present them to us. And then if it requires someone specific, she will call us. If not, she will put it up on the board, and we can take the job. Yes. As for buying equipment that is reserved for guild members for other people is unfortunately against the rules. I'm sorry.
But I'm not asking you to buy it for us. I'm asking you to acquire it for us. You could just end up buying it.
Well, you'd have to go through the administrator for that.
Well, can't blame a guy for trying. Dahlia, I wish I could say that you'd been useful chatting to you, but I think I'm back to square one.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. I get it. Word to the wise, stop apologizing all the time.
Okay,
People
I'm
hate that
sorry.
shit. Yeah. Really makes me want to rip my own fingernails out. Take it easy, and if you ever want some guidance, just ask me. I'll hook you up. A little bit of mall magic. You know what I mean?
I'm quite fond of Archpriestess Diana, but yeah, if she goes back to her notepad.
No, I'll just fucking leave. That was useless.
In the meantime, this whole time, Emerus, you've been waiting as the woman.
Watching her turn every page.
Yeah, and she just very slow. It's you don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but she is turning the page very slowly each time. And then a few minutes later, she puts it down and turns to you, turns around. Right. What can I do for you? Or have you decided to join us?
We may be interested in joining. However, there is a pressing matter that we absolutely must get sorted first.
Mm-hmm.
We would like to inquire as to whether there are any individuals in the employ of the Pathfinders that might be in the business of removing curses of any kind, specifically those involving aging people.
Ah,
As
Greater restoration, I
yes,
believe
yes,
is.
we require the use of greater restoration, and of course we will pay or provide services or join the Pathfinders.
well, someone in the Pathfinders that can cast such a spell does exist, although not in this branch. No.
Emery just turns around, like puts a hand on the mouth, turns back. Yes,
We do possess, of course, a scroll that is capable of such a thing, but that is unfortunately reserved for Pathfinder members, as it is a very, very valuable scroll that does heal more than just aging, as you put it.
would this be available to any Pathfinder member, or would it require a certain belt?
Ah, yes, of course. Well, to use it, to acquire it, you would need to have a certain belt, as you put it, because we reserve such strong items for our more capable adventurers, and they do require these strong magical items for their continued service and work for the Pathfinders.
Middle age isn't so bad after all. Demir says, like dejected, like turning over around, and oh, Kyoho, you have a book. Where did you get that from?
The bookstore.
Oh, right. Very interesting. Well, what kind of book is it?
Is there
It's a journal about a travel log. We can talk about it later.
is there a way to kind of ask what's the quickest way to getting what we want through them?
Well, you can
Like, is
you
there-
can just
is
go up
it-
to her and ask if you want.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, I want to go up to her and ask.
Oh yes, of course. Sure.
Sorry, I'm afraid that awfully.
Well, to gain access to a scroll
Right.
such as that, and that's the fifth circle of magic. She takes out a book and she starts flipping through it. Such a scroll would be, well, you'd need at least blue belt. Yes, at least blue belt for such a maybe purple belt. It depends on the branch. In our branch, we usually allow the blue belts to gain access to such scrolls.
And
Would
what's
it be possible to reach blue belt within roughly 15 hours as of now?
We promise we'll try real extra hard for you.
You see her narrow her eyes as she's staring at you.
We are on an extremely tight deadline to remove this curse.
We wouldn't be asking unless we were a proper dicked over in this scenario.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you right now, I do not like asking for help. And this is me. And is there any way that I can like clear a little space and get onto like my hands and knees and do like a bow?
There is plenty of
like-
space to do that.
Like a proper bow of like, please help us.
Okay.
This is the lowest I'm willing to go.
Callahan, you needn't. This is
No.
We're gonna save you and Demir one way or another.
Let him do it. And she like leans over the counter and looks at you. Impressive posture. Unfortunately, reaching such a belt would take a long time. You would not be able to reach a blue belt in hours. That would be ridiculous. I'm sorry.
All right, let me ask this. Is there anyone at this branch or capable to come within our time limit that can cast the spell with or without scroll assistance?
To cast this spell without the scroll? No.
With or without?
To cast with the scroll, yes. I believe any divine caster would be able to do it. There is, from what I've gathered, some risk if you're not strong enough, but I believe we have a couple of divine casters. And she looks over the bar Yes, I believe we have a couple of divine casters that will be able to do it.
Can
I
we?
understand that the policy is that apparently, I assume that we are not able to simply request one of your members buy the scroll for us. But if we were a member of the Pathfinders Guild, then would a blue belt be able to acquire the skill and pass it on to a lower belt, or is that against the rules?
Considering I know that you are merely joining the Pathfinders Guild just to gain access to the scroll, I would say that it is very unlikely, although technically not against the rules. But
We could perhaps come into an arrangement to prove our dedication, such that we would not simply leave the Pathfinders Guild like immediately, to prove that that is not simply our goal. Although we would be lying if we would say that as of this immediate moment, that is our goal.
Or could we simply just hire someone to cast the scroll on us?
if you want to place a job to cast the scroll on you, I would personally, as the administrator, refuse such a thing because, well, sadly, we need the scroll for our members, our higher ranked members. Now, if you wish to hire someone to do such a thing, you also have to contend with the fact that such a scroll would be quite expensive.
Yes.
So, I do not. I'm sorry, but I do not believe you will be lucky with such an endeavor.
How much are we talking about?
Well, along with a fee, might be upwards to 1,500 to 2,000 gold.
I see. That is very expensive indeed.
Ah, yes. Well, it's a powerful spell. Now,
Emrys just kind of narrows their eyes at the woman, just like, I see you've made your stance on this clear then.
oh, Birwin, thank you so much for subscribing with your Prime! The
Yeah!
Prime! Thank you for the follow, thank you for the subscription. Enjoy.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
En-
big man Tavish in with the clutch.
Ah, yes. You're amazing, Tavish. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Enjoy. It's fine. I don't think anyone minds. I think. Yeah. Well. Anyway, enjoy the emotes. But yes, she just stares at you. If you don't have anything else to say, I do need to get back to my documents.
What
Emrys just turns
are
around.
those
Demir's just
documents?
walking out at
Just-
this point. He's just given up.
All right. What about the rest of you?
Emrys just turned around and left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
Guess we're stealing the scrolls.
you say that right in the guild, like, "Hey, guess we're stealing the
No.
scrolls." Every
No,
single
no,
Pathfinder just draws their weapons.
No.
Right. I'm gonna step outside the guild. I'm just.
No, you know, I do say that, but using that warlock ability, I say it in Emrys's mind.
Oh, Emrys, someone is speaking directly into your mind, and you did not start it.
Emrys just kind of looks around like, are they contacting me? Who is this? Who's saying? What are you saying?
We're stealing the scrolls.
Oh,
Oh, I apologize.
I was waiting for
usually
you to.
talk.
I was waiting for you to say what you were going to say.
Yes. I apologize for speaking inside your mind without warning. I just didn't want the Pathfinders to hear about this possible outcome.
No, it is quite all right. I was not aware that one other than I had this ability.
Yes, yes. It's quite handy.
Indeed. But yes, it seems that the only course of action is to acquire the scrolls using less than legal methods.
Already stepped out of the building. I'm already.
Yeah, everyone's outside of the building.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Can we go
once we're
somewhere to
outside-
talk?
Yes. We cannot return to the inn, so perhaps just a nearby alleyway.
You guys do love alleyways, so
Let's find an alleyway a bit farther away from this place.
that is easy enough to find. You go to the market area, and there are plenty of alleyways.
All right. Let's say this very quietly. The bookstore owner said that if we hit a wall with Pathfinders, might some. I have a.
You keep breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Brilliant.
So
Probably because I'm talking so quietly. So.
yeah, just talk normally.
Okay.
We can assume you're.
Yoho is whispering. I will speak quiet.
Mhm.
I will speak normally. The bookstore owner said that if we hit a wall with the Pathfinders, he might be able to work something out with the scroll. I have a feeling he is not unfamiliar with people trying to get a hold of things that he cannot officially sell us. There may be a way, but it might be more expensive or riskier for us to get the scroll without having to steal it.
If it has to come down to paying for it, I'm not even sure we can afford it. That's the
Yeah, how much gold do we have between us?
I have
not
one silver
that
piece.
much.
Good job, Terry.
I have 15 platinum and 43 gold, I believe. Last time I checked.
I still have a fair amount of platinum left.
I have 21 platinum and 71 gold. Which is unfortunately... Yes, it does not put us close, does it?
Not at all. But maybe we can work something out with him. Maybe he needs some task done by adventurers and he doesn't want to hire pathfinders. We can work something of mutual benefiction.
Yeah.
Something, even if it would be, well, something legal, I suppose. I mean, it's not as if the Pathfinders are exactly some sort of legal entity, so basically working around them wouldn't be exactly breaking any laws, so to speak, but I would not particularly care for stealing it outright, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I agree. If we can avoid stealing, we should.
Yes, but if we do have to steal it, then we should. Because, well... It's very manipulative.
Let's cross that bridge if we get there.
There's also,
Yes.
of course, the issue that there is only one scroll and 2 of you.
Well, there is...
This seems to be
The Pathfinders appear to be in possession of a scroll, and the store owner also possesses.
From the way that they were talking, the scroll is here, and they were considering what was in the store to be theirs.
Yeah, I was also.
That was my
It
impression
might
as
be the
well.
same
If it comes down to it, Emrys, we may use the scroll on you. Although I do say I do not particularly care for the idea of stealing it one way or another, but
No, Demir, if we procure the scroll, then you should be the one to use it. This physical body is ultimately expendable to a mind such as mine. I will simply procure a new one should the time arise, I'm sure.
oh, are you certain? Exactly how would you go about doing that? And Demir takes out his book and
Just want to point out that
Well,
you have about 13 hours to go.
well, on second thought, perhaps we can talk about this later. Let's scroll first, I suppose.
yes, scroll first.
You can nerd out as long as you want. Just have 13 hours.
Right.
And only 13 hours for Demir to nerd out as much as he wants.
Only 13 hours.
He's gonna need at least twice that.
I also have a feeling that Callahan has been quiet because he's seething with anger. Indeed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I figured.
Well,
He's
let's
just
at least try and
very, very, very silent.
let's at
unusually
least
so.
pursue this last possible avenue and work from there. I mean, at this point, even if we were to try and steal the scroll, obviously the guy knows we're coming and we have interest in it. Let's
And
just see
we're
if we can work out some sort of deal.
Yes. How close is the Pathfinders and this store, by the way? Are they pretty
Just
close?
a couple of minutes.
Okay. I was going to say
It's not a
if we
big
spent like an
town.
hour going between them. All right.
This isn't Westreach. You can get from one side of the town to the other in far less than an hour. But yeah, you go to the store, and as you get there, the halfling is outside sweeping the floor, and you get closer, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh yes, pretty lady, you're here to talk about the book you bought before, huh?"
Oh, I'm disconnected.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. You're here to talk about the book you bought before, huh? Come in, my only customer. Just you. And he whispers, just you.
All right. I'll walk in.
Oh, yes. You will really like that book. And he closes the door. Okay, so I assume it didn't work out, huh?
I have a feeling that this is not the first time that a situation such as this is
No.
taking place.
Listen, you are not with the Pathfinders Guild. That's one of the reasons why I like you. He's clearly looking at your chest as well. But one of the reasons why I like you. But like me, there are many people in town that are not, how you say, fond of the Pathfinders Guild,
I just
restricting
met them
access.
yesterday, and I'm very unfond of them myself.
Yes, well, as for the merchants, we're not really happy with having to restrict our stock. We are a port town. We get more than Pathfinders here, but they do like to restrict any potions and scrolls and anything that might help them. They do
They
pay
were certainly
well.
acting as if your stock was theirs.
I know. So you will realize why I'm not very happy with people thinking that my shit is their shit.
He nods.
Yes, of course. So, I do have a scroll. I can potentially misplace this scroll, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Stuff like this gets lost all the time. Oopsie. So,
quite unfortunate, I'm sure.
What the hell? What the hell are you doing here? Get out! I'm only talking
is
to
that-
big titted lady.
Oh,
Uh,
I thought we were all here. Sorry.
No,
No.
only Kyo. You only had Kyo
Only
come in.
Kyoho's. Only Kyoho's inside.
Because there's the
Oh.
excuse of that she bought the book.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Of course, yes.
And go. So here's the thing. In order for that scroll to magically go missing, I would need something very valuable in return.
Mm.
And I do not mean anything material, more like a favor.
Ah.
Understood?
What would this favor be?
Well, it is a favor that would help us all in the long run. The Pathfinders have too much influence. Also, they have a
Agreed.
monopoly on a lot of materials. That is why a lot of people also agree to give them priority, as they say, in a lot of stuff. Because they restrict all the material that enter Feywave. They do pay well, but I personally don't like the asshole, so, well, anyway. A couple of years ago, the Pathfinders were commissioned to kill a dragon nearby.
Hmm.
Big, strong, very dangerous. I believe it killed a lot of their higher ranks. Apparently, it wasn't. What was it? The commissioner, the person that put in the request, failed to warn them that it wasn't a little dragon. It was a very adult one.
Hmm.
But apparently, they managed to eliminate this dragon, or so they say. Fact of the matter is, there is 13 hours to kill a dragon. Fact of the matter is that there is a place where the dragon slayer used to be that is now restricted to pathfinders only. Apparently, they say it's a dangerous place after the dragon died, but a lot of people doubt that after a few years it would still be dangerous, even if, especially if the dragon, kicked the bucket.
Hmm.
And what word on the street, I believe that is the term you humans and common tongue use, is that the dragon isn't dead.
Hmm.
That the dragon is being harvested, kept alive. There's a few people that have seen the pathfinders bring in food, sheep, cows, to the dragon's lair. And it is very strange how they continue to come up with materials from said dragon even years after. Dragon was big, but not that big, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Well, how about we mess up their business a little bit? No materials, they'll have to trust more merchants. They'll have to allow us to buy from other merchants. No monopoly.
Yes.
Understand what I mean?
This certainly sounds like an interesting situation that is here.
Yes. Yes.
Where would this dragon's lair be?
It will be west of here along the coast. And there is a cliff. I've never been there, but from what I've heard, the dragon's lair is somewhere along the cliffside. in a cave of
Alright.
sorts.
All right.
You go there. You mess up their business. And the scroll. What scroll? You know what I mean?
I see. How long would it take for us to get there, do you suppose?
If you're on horseback, a couple of hours maybe.
Couple hours there, a couple hours back. We should be able to return in time. but
How long do you have?
half a day.
Half a day. Oh, that's going to be tight.
They were cursed during the night march.
Oh, well, it's going to be tight, but you should be able to do it. Should be about 3-4 hours to get there.
Yes. We can get horses.
That would be good.
Yes. Do you know what kind of dragon it was?
I was not here when it happened. But from what I hear, it was a wind dragon.
Right. Well, thank you.
Now,
I hope that we can return in time.
well, the scroll is somewhere on my shop, and yes. If you were to be captured by the Pathfinders, or if your bodies were to be found there, I've never heard of you. You're just weird woman that bought weird Oni book. You understand me?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Now, you better hurry. And he starts walking behind the counter. And enjoy your book!
Thank you. All right.
Alright,
I'll
leave.
exit the shop.
You see
Okay.
your 5 companions. Well, 4
Or
companions.
I'm one of them.
Yes, 4 companions. Sorry.
Don't count me twice. I mean, I know that there's a lot of me to go around.
Yes, well, each booba is counts as 1 companion.
Well, then I had them in there with me. They wouldn't be waiting for me outside.
Well, no, you were supposed to be there alone. Yes, but
Okay.
you exit.
All right. Okay. What direction would be the stables where we could get horses?
And it's outside of town. So there's 2 exits to town. There's the north exit, and then there's the port.
Well, assuming the port doesn't have horses because it's a boat port, not a horse port.
I'm just telling you the exits.
All right. I'm gonna start waving us towards the north and say, we gotta go. I'll explain on the way.
Understood.
All right.
Assuming that this is important enough that you want to do it no matter what.
Emrys nods. Well, no matter.
Harry, this is your chance to leave while you're not as heavily associated with us.
Oh, it's okay. I like meeting new people wherever I go, and
All right then.
I
We need
wanna
to get some
help you.
horses.
Very well. Onwards.
All right. And everyone trusts Kyoho blindly, and I love that. And just follows along as you reach the northern edge of town. The guards give you a nod because they don't usually restrict the passage from anyone entering or anyone exiting. And
They're a port town. They check you at the port.
yeah, exactly. And you exit, you do find a stables. I will expedite the experience of buying horses. This would be with horse saddles and whatnot. It would be 100 gold per horse.
All right.
Okay.
Can I get a lift?
Yes, with your 5 silver.
1 silver.
Okay, 1 silver.
1 silver. All right.
So yeah, is it like
That'd
one
be-
horse per each of us?
Yeah. How many people is it per horse?
A
I
horse.
assume it's 1 person per horse.
If you want a horse to move at full speed, a riding horse, you'd need 1 person per horse. They get a little bit slower with 2 people, and Damir himself would definitely just need a horse just for himself.
So it would be
I just-
basically 125 gold for those of us who have money, right? To cover for Terry.
Oh, to
Yeah.
cover for Terry. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So can everybody handle that?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, paying with platinum.
Callahan, you're also
I'll
buying a
be
horse.
sure to repay you.
Callahan?
More than willing to go on a horse.
All right. So you
All right.
all get yourself some horses. You wish to name your horses?
No time.
Mine is Princess Buttercup.
Okay.
Or is it dark obsidian?
Of course it would be.
The horse is probably just like a regular brown.
Yeah. The shadow of the night. It's pink. It's a darker
My
pink.
horse name is it's Bert.
Uh-huh.
Just Bert. Unless can my horse be a Mustang, please?
Sure. Why not?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna rev up my Mustang.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. You gotta. You
Yeah,
want
my horse's name like Nay!
Whee! Mamma mia! All right.
Very Italian horse.
Yeah.
Very Italian.
It's also very jacked. So you got a cool horse. Yeah. So everyone gets on their horses. Kyoho is too much of a rush to name her horse, apparently, and you start riding off, and you are a bit ways away from town. If you want to explain the details and whatnot, or if you want to talk about anything.
Yeah. Once we get a bit on our way, heading the direction that we were given. Okay. Long story short, Pathfinder said they killed a dragon out this way a long time ago. They've been acting suspicious. Shopkeeper thinks that they're using it, that it's still alive, and they're keeping it captive in order to harvest it for materials. And they're using the ability to have the dragon materials to help with their influence in town. He wants us to mess up their operation.
Okay, let's kill a dragon.
Oh, we
That's what the
say how-
Pathfinders are supposed to do. The dragon probably wants revenge. I say we should rescue it.
Free it and then let the dragon take care of business itself.
Precisely.
Yes. It'd be a powerful ally.
Oh, indeed. Well,
I'm fairly certain, no matter its disposition, it would be more than willing to assist in dealing with the people who've been effectively torturing it for several years.
Indeed.
so we'll be doing a good thing, right?
And we'll have to do such a good thing very quickly.
Yes, extremely quickly.
All right. So you carry on as you try to follow the coast, and
Does
I
the
want.
book that I have any information about this area? Because it was about exploring the coast.
Sure. Roll, because you're riding a horse, so you're kind of distracted. So you're flipping through it. Roll an investigation. Holy shit! Okay. All right. So first of all, you read on right at the start of the book that this book actually dates back 300 years. It is a transcription from an older text. You also know that the humans haven't found this place in found this place in about 250 years ago. So the book is from before the human settlements. You do find that there is a passage where the this Chinichi explorer, as he walked past a certain area along the coast, heading west, he saw a giant creature with feathered wings on its back and eagle-like talons on each of the four legs, a long tail covered in feathers, flying at tremendous speeds and easily picking up a manticore
Exactly like that, Demir.
and catching and eating it, breaking it in two with just effortless strength. It also denotes how he saw the creature fly around as he passed through the area, as if the creature was watching it, watching him walk through his territory. But it did not bother him. And
All right.
eventually he made it past the territory and didn't see the creature anymore.
All right. Hopefully that gives me a bit better of a guide of where we need to head.
Yes. He gives basic descriptions of the location. He does say that the creature entered one of the cliff sides that face the sea, so it might be somewhere around there. So with that, I'm going to allow you to roll a survival with advantage. Kyoho.
Yeah, there's also probably some tracks, even if they've been trying to hide it, if they've been wheeling out animals to feed it.
Yeah, so you do have advantage. 23. Ooh, yes.
Right.
We can also maybe get our ranger to help, because he should pick up the tracking.
True.
If you want,
Well-
Ranger, you can roll. I'll allow it. No advantage, but I'll allow it.
Okay. Survival as well?
Yeah.
It's not my favorite element, by the way. It's just okay. There. I don't.
Good job.
I know mountains.
Yeah.
The book really helps.
Yeah, the book really helps. It has more of a detailed description than you ever thought it would. It's very, very, very good.
I wrote it down in my inventory as Oni Journey to the West.
Good job. Good job. Well, now you have an Oni journey to the West from 300 years ago. So you follow along the coast, and about 3.5 hours into it, you do actually find tracks. They seem to be cleared up for the most part. But it wasn't the best job, and your keen eye and combined with Callahan's absurd perception skills. Yeah, like he just has a sonar at all times. Yeah, with a combination of you two, you find tracks of horses and wagons. You reach an area where you actually spot a makeshift, small makeshift crane along the cliff, and you're far enough
Presumably
away.
to lower things down to the entrance to the cliff.
Yes.
Okay.
Crane is in like the bird, or crane is in like
Uh,
building you.
the vice.
Okay, cool.
It's more of a set of pulleys than an actual crane, but it is has the same function. You also
Right.
see there is a shabby walkway made of wood that runs along the cliff, and you do more or less from an angle see an entrance where this shabby walkway seems to lead into.
Is that
Right.
the place?
Can I check around that entrance for any kind of
This
traps or anything?
appears to be the place.
Callahan, you can roll a perception to see what else you see.
Oh, perception, you say?
Yes,
Can I
perception.
also roll perception? I'm looking for guards.
Yeah,
You
you can
can.
roll whatever you want, buddy. Whatever you want.
You can, Terry.
With
Wow.
my
Callahan
28, I would
sees
like
all.
to see into the abyss. I would like to understand what the meaning of what's around us.
Yeah, and
I'm also
With a
then
gonna
natural 20,
take a
the
look
abyss
around.
stares back.
yeah, Callahan, you look into the very fabric of the universe, and it's too much
Easy.
information, and your eyes burn off.
They burn with nothing, sir. I see it all. Tell me, just give me a shout out when my third eye opens, okay? Just let me know.
Okay.
Yes, the Eye of Maul.
The Eye of Maul. Maybe artifact incoming. Anyway,
The M hastily writes down notes. That's a cool name.
maybe. All right. So you are looking around, and Callahan, you immediately spot two individuals that seem to be walking along the walkway, heading towards the cavern. There are two horses left outside, tied to a post, and you do with your you and Kyoho, with your amazing vision, you do see that one of them is a dwarf with he's not wearing any armor. He does have a leather strap around his torso, and he's literally carrying an axe in each hand, a battle axe in each hand, leaning against his shoulders. The other one is a woman with blue hair, with a hood and a staff in her hand. They seem to be conversing about something. Um, as for any trap that stands out, you don't actually spot anything. This is mostly what you see.
Place is probably far enough off the beaten path, and they think their tracks are hidden well enough that they might not trap this area just because they think that they might not get found.
So you might actually cut them by surprise.
Yeah.
Right, so what is our plan of action? I do not believe any of us are particularly gifted in the ways of avoiding detection. So
I'm not
I
bad
do.
at it.
I
Oh,
do have
actually- I am.
I do possess some spells that or specifically one spell that can make at least one member of our party invisible. Although I myself am not exactly the most stealthy individual, I prefer to simply trying to avoid damage whenever possible. Speaking of which, Demir casts Mage Armor on himself, like a thump on the chest.
Emrys sees this and then does the same, but like kind of coolly, like as if as if they didn't do it because they just saw Demir do it. Just like,
Okay.
yeah, I have.
I am certainly skilled in stealth for hunting, but stealth might take more time than we could afford.
Are we simply going in and
Are we looking to knock them out?
hoping
Or are we
to.
trying to take them out?
Well, if we simply knock them out, they may recognize our faces.
Is there anything nearby that I can use to like obscure my face? Like, can I like disguise myself?
You can definitely try. How do you wish to disguise yourself? You don't have a disguise
Yeah.
kit, as far as I
Are
know.
we just like we're just around nature? Are we?
Yeah, you're in the tree line before you reach the cliffs.
All right. Well, I'm wearing pretty like edgy armor. Callahan is a grave domain, which means he automatically has the edge. So can I smear some mud and leaves and twigs and shit all over my face
Yeah,
to
sure.
try and like blend in?
Yeah, so you just
Even without go on.
yeah, just saying you pick up mud and twigs and leaves and just shove it in your face, rub it in, and you have a mud mask.
Even without even if I were to cast invisibility on somebody else, I can still obscure my presence or at least the my face in some way. And Demir uses his he uses his minor illusion cantrip to just conjure like a paper bag with holes in it on over his head,
Wow.
as if that will
Nice.
properly
Nice.
disguise the 7 foot tall red oni who would otherwise
With your
totally not be recognizable anymore.
with your hordes just sticking out.
Yes.
Emrys just kind of nods, seeing Demir do this, like, very clever, Demir.
Thank you.
How and although for myself and you, we may not need disguises, as we do not appear as we usually do. But just in case, Emrys like turns around, just kind of like rummages around a bit, turns back around. Emrys looks exactly the same, but the gem on their forehead is gone. And Emrys,
Oh.
disguising myself as a regular human being.
I can also
Yeah,
summon
you,
a fog.
you
Once we
fool
get
man.
close, I can summon a fog cloud, which would probably make it hard for them to detect us.
That would also be extremely useful, I'm sure.
Is it just the two of them?
You only saw the two of them heading into the cave.
All right. Admittedly, I trust my vision.
Oh, with
I
with that
feel-
with that roll, I would actually tell you. I can actually tell you, both of them have green belts on.
Mm,
Wow, that's a fashion statement.
that's
Uh-huh.
somewhere be either right above or right below blue, depending on which exact karate karate tier it is. I'm not entirely
You
sure
were
where it goes where.
You were told it goes white, yellow, orange, green, blue, purple, brown, black.
Are those karate belts? Is that actually what it's based off of, or
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it out pretty quickly last session.
I don't know. I figured it was like someone like karate inspired. I didn't realize it was actual belts. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Purple is a karate belt. It's below brown?
It depends on the style.
Yeah.
I'm going by Shotokan style, which is the one I practice. So it's the one
Rad
I
knows karate?
yeah.
Don't mess.
Yo, don't fuck with him.
I did
Okay.
karate for like 11 years, man.
Holy cannoli. Okay. Well, this is new.
He party wipes people in D&D and in real life.
Yo, man.
Yes.
Don't fuck with my boy. I hear you.
All right.
All right. As we were saying. So Callahan does mention he's like, all right, guys. It looks like these fellows are part of the Pathfinders Guild. They look like green belts. Anyone know if they're strong? Or
Green belt should be 2, 4. Green belt would be the 4th tier out of 8. So they
they're
are bound to
mid.
be quite strong.
They shouldn't be stronger than the ghost we fought yesterday, I would assume.
Yes.
Let's just hope for the best. Like we said,
Getting the
I do
jump on them will
not to be
certainly help.
impatient. Yes, and not to be impatient, but we certainly should act sooner rather than later, given our time restraint.
We have enough area. I could move around and try and start shooting at them with my bow and arrow to get this jump on them.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Okay, come on, guys.
How like
One would like to stealthily make his way forward.
Okay. Whoever wishes to move stealthily in that direction may do so with a stealth roll.
All right.
Oh boy.
can I just like
Perfect.
Can I use my hero point, please?
First of all, Emeris, what are you trying to say?
yeah, so for like visualizing what this is a little bit better. So we're in the tree line.
Mhm.
These guys are like the entrance to like a cave, right?
Yes. There's a walkway that leads a little bit downwards
Okay.
along the cliff, and then
Down.
turns into a cave.
So we're like kind of above.
Yes. Imagine there's this very tall cliff, and there's a hole in the middle, and then there's a walkway that leads down towards that hole.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
All right.
How far of a drop is it from like the top of the cliff to
You go to the you look over the side. About 60 feet, 70 feet maybe.
pretty far? Okay.
It'll hurt you if you
Hero.
fall. You can use
Yeah.
your hero point, yes, of course.
I
Much
think
better.
Emirates is
Much better. A lot safer with this one.
stealth. Oh yeah, let's.
Mir is also like coming up from like the rear, like he
Mhm.
is sneaking, but he's not among the forefront. He's just kind of like
Yeah.
just because he's tanky wizard doesn't mean he exactly wants to be hit.
Let's see. Okay.
Alright. I've got my longbow out because like I said, plan to start taking care of them at range.
Okay. You start heading into the walkway, and as you start going down the walkway, you do find that it is a very unstable surface. So it is a bit unnerving because it does sway and shake with the wind, but
Mm.
you proceed down it, making very little noise as best you can. And you reach the entrance of the cave. You look inside, and those with dark vision see there.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you do see there's a light coming from around a corner deeper inside. Those with dark vision, you see that the cave goes deeper into the cliff and then turns to the left. Callahan, you hear voices inside.
What did those voices say?
Yeah, sure. You'd hear them with that absurd
With-
passive perception.
A 23 passive perception? Oh, whoops.
Yep. You hear a gruff voice, probably the dwarf. This fucking god duty really pisses me off. Why the fuck did Jack have to pass it on to me? And you hear a more feminine voice. Come now, Olaf. It's just for a few hours. Then we can get back. You can get a meal. It's gonna be fine. And then we'll probably just get another mission and just start heading west again. Ah, fucking. Next time I'm seeing Jacques, I'm throwing him off the fucking cliff or feeding him to this fucking ugly bastard. And at this moment, you also hear Callahan. Ah, fuck you too.
I heard a bit of growling. Is that it, or did you say something?
Did
Voice
that
cut
sound
out.
like
No, just a
growling,
bit
or
of
just
yeah,
sounding
just a
like-
bit of growling.
Okay.
The growling. Anyone with a passive perception above a 12 would have heard it as well.
Oh boy, I'm one of those. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
I did not hear the growl. I
Since
don't
we're
think.
getting into the cave,
Actually, no,
am
I
gonna
do,
go
I
ahead
do.
and,
Wait.
put up
No, I
the
don't.
longbow because we're
Yeah.
probably more close quarters
Mm-hmm.
soon, so I can prepare for the sword.
Okay. Do you enter the cave then?
Hell
You-
yeah.
Dave?
All right. What's the marching order?
Let me go in front. I can see in the dark.
Okay.
I really want to smack these Pathfinders.
Galen
Okay.
goes second then. He wants to go first, but that's a solid argument.
I'll go third. I've got higher movement than everybody else, but I'll want to be in front of the squishy mages.
Okay.
I'll go fourth because I'm slightly less squishy than Emrys.
Okay. You get around the corner, Terry. Well, you get to the corner, Terry, as you look around, and you start trying to see if you see anyone, and you do see. Actually, this.
Oh boy.
Map time.
Alright, so you see these two individuals, they seem to be having a conversation.
I turn back at Callahan, draw my quarterstaff, and nod.
Mm-hmm. Callahan is currently be right back, but I'm going to say he nods as well.
Okay, then I proceed to charge.
Okay, roll initiative, everyone.
Considering how dark it was, did I even see what he nodded?
No,
Can I just nod anyway?
you can definitely nod anyway.
I feel it's right.
Ooh.
I'll allow you to nod anyway and pretend that you know what the hell is going on.
Terry starts charging at the end of the round.
Yes.
Yes.
Terry was so focused on making sure that Callahan knew he nodded that he didn't run until later.
You can all delay your
Callahan's like,
turns if
"Yeah,
you want. You can all delay your turns.
Actually,
Kidding me?
forgot to select
I
my
nodded
token
so
again.
hard into the future that I'm now first.
Okay. Callahan, Terry nodded towards you. What do you do?
So do I? Does
Ah,
my
crap, I didn't
echolocation like hop in right now? Like
Um,
what am I doing right
Give me a
now?
second. Give me a second. I'll do this song should be okay.
So I forgot to hit my thing the first time.
Oh, the
my
token.
So my first roll was about the same, but first roll was a 20.
Yeah. So actually,
Mirror's first.
the mirror is first.
Oh damn!
Doke. So I'm just gonna go in and kind of walk up that much, and then let's see, they're about.
Okay, you get there, you get there, and you suddenly feel some heat coming from under you. I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw as a magical symbol appears under you and
Oh no, they do have
explodes.
magic traps.
All right,
Go blasted.
you do dodge it, but you do take some damage. You take. So this would be 9, but you only take half of that. So you take 4 damage. It's rounded down. So as it explodes, you see them turn towards you very slowly, very calmly, as if they were already aware that you guys were here.
Why, you insolent! And I'm gonna go
They
ahead and I'm
lured
gonna
us in
cast.
past traps.
I'm gonna cast Shatter right there.
Ooh,
Oh, it's not just giving the.
that's what Constitution saving throws.
Yeah. It's not giving me the thing, but yeah, right there in the middle. So
Oh,
between the two.
Yeah, they pass as there's this sonic boom that explodes between them, but they hold their ground. The woman with the staff holds her ground slightly worse than the big stocky dwarf with the 2 axes.
All right, so they take half damage then,
Mm-hmm. So that would be 6 damage.
and then I'm just gonna for this return I'm just gonna kind of duck away again.
Okay, so you move back again as you hear, "Look at that! Some entertainment! You came to the wrong place, lads." Callahan.
So they yelled that out, did they?
Yep.
Can I ask which one of them might have yelled that out? Or do I not know?
The dwarf, because the other one is a woman that does not sound like this. So there's this guy.
So Callahan lives in the year of 2021, and he's too old to just presume that the heavy bearded short guy could be a dwarf.
My apologies. My deepest apologies.
But he's also woke enough to know where the sound came from. So from 35 feet away, right here,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it be a massive surprise if a giant baseball bat appeared?
I don't know.
Callahan casts spiritual weapon.
There we go.
Yeah!
All right.
Could I ask it for like to be
Nice.
right in the fucking thick?
Right in the fucking thick of it. So
Yeah.
spiritual weapon shows up.
I'm attacking this small dude right here.
You attack the dwarf then. Okay.
Yeah, like whack-a-mole, and then the bonus action, I wanted to swing back and hit your one.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Well. Sorry. What?
Sorry. So, action. Oh my
No.
goodness.
The spiritual weapon is a bonus action to cast.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I can't attack 2 turns on the turn I summon it. You're dead right. In that case, yeah, I'll just attack dwarf if that's alright.
Okay. So that is a hit.
Oh my god, is it? Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 secs.
He doesn't seem to be wearing any armor.
What you're supposed to do, Dusk, is just like click the spiritual weapon
Yeah.
underneath the 16,
Yeah.
and then that will roll your damage.
Click the word spiritual weapon.
The word spiritual weapon.
So it says 6. Yeah.
Oh,
8
just like
eight damage. Okay. So
Did I
your
not do it differently before? No, I didn't. No, I just rolled.
your
small.
bat appears out of thin air, forming the baseball bat with the nails, and smacks the dwarf. And you just hear, "Hit me hard a lot."
My
Oh,
guess
dear.
is he's a barbarian.
Oh dear.
Anything else you do? You do still have an action,
Or a masochist.
or both.
Yeah.
Do I have an action?
Yes, it's a bonus action
Yeah.
to cast a spiritual weapon.
And you can still cast a cantrip, just not another
Yeah.
leveled spell.
Could I use? I can't use my action like a bonus action, could I?
No.
No, it has to be an actual action. Okay. Could I shoot a guiding bolt at herself?
Yes. Oh no, you
Just-
can't because guiding bolt is a first level spell. You can only use
Yeah, so it'd have to be
cantrips.
like a cantrip like Toll the Dead or
Oh, it has to be
Guidance or something.
Okay. Can I slap Terry on the ass and cast guidance?
Yes, of course. So
Terry?
Forward for someone you just met last night, but okay.
Terry, welcome to the team. I cast guidance on you.
Terry, you feel guided.
It's
Terry,
a verbal
that is a
and a
little
somatic.
jump.
It's gotta be. I have to use an action, man. I have to use my hands in some way.
Yeah, I get it.
Can't be avoided.
This is the Bardic Inspiration's lesser cousin, but you do have it now. So Kyoho, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to attempt to run up into there and hopefully not activate any traps.
Okay, run into there.
Oh,
Okay, before you get there, as you reach here, another magical symbol appears under you, and you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
oh, Constitution.
Okay.
I'm using my hero point.
Okay. You barely pass. Just enough to pass. You needed a 14. You felt your muscles almost tense up and lock up into place, but you do not get paralyzed. Your movement is it's almost from here on out. It's difficult terrain for one turn.
Difficult terrain. So this was 25 feet. I would have 15 feet left. So difficult terrain, I could make it like
Yeah, 10 feet.
10 feet.
I'd say 10 feet.
Can't
Yeah.
make it-
So either of those.
I'll move here and make sure that I have my sword out.
You feel your muscles are a bit tensing up, but you manage to resist it. Okay.
Can I make an intimidation roll
You
for
definitely
running
can.
up to them and passing the
You definitely can.
paralysis?
You definitely can. All right. So you look angrily at them with your sword, your magical sword drawn. As you glare at them, let's see. Okay. The woman does take a step back. The dwarf is smiling at you.
Yep.
I like this one. All right.
Not for long. Also,
Nice.
no, my key point should be. I don't know why it went down one.
All right. It is the enemy's turn as he steps forward with an axe in each, a battle axe in each hand. Go, for that loss, as he just hits himself, punches himself in the face, starts shaking his head, and he starts swinging away with both weapons. He's going to use a reckless attack.
Ah. I realized I still had an action on my turn because I didn't get there.
The intimidation is an action.
Oh, that's right. I should have dodged.
Oops.
well.
Well, that is a hit. Take 9 points of damage from the first hit. And the second one, he rolls a 10 and a 9. He misses with both attacks. With the second attack, it was reckless. Come on, stop standing there, hit me! I shouldn't be shouting like I just did, but okay. Neighbor's gonna love me. As for the other one, the woman, she is going to cast.
He's trying to run up to be in melee with her so that she wouldn't be able to easily cast spells with hits.
Oops. Actually, she casts. Actually, she just casts a spell on herself and moves back. Yeah, she moves back here. She seems to cast a spell on herself first.
Spiritual weapon, get a reaction?
Nope, it's a spell. It's not a creature.
Yo, he's spiritual weapon is a part of my heart and
Also,
my life. Half of Callahan's character is in that bat. The other half in the mini book of Maul. Without either, he is nothing. does that account for nothing?
Emerus, it's your turn. Also, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to mention there is light in this area. Like where they are, there is light.
Yep.
Kyoho, you from that position you actually would see the rest as you see chained up to one of the walls is a really large feathered creature that is not showing up on stream.
Mega Ultra Chicken.
Yes, Mega Ultra Chicken is indeed there.
Yep.
Yes, you see this. You see it has a combination of scales, like lizard scales, but also has feathers, has these long horns, has a mouth that seems to be chained up to remain closed, and it is all four of its limbs are chained up to the wall and to the ground, like keeping it from moving. The wings are forcibly folded and chained up as well.
Yeah. Can I recognize exactly what it is?
It seems to be a big scary thing, but it does match the description from Shinishi's journal.
Look, yeah. Yep. From the journal.
Yeah. Emerus.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Okay. So Emry's. Okay. Is there? Can I like squeeze through this wall of big?
Yes, you can move through allies.
All right. So
The big wall of muscly men. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
it's true, you know, Terry, Callahan, Demir. They're in size order as well.
Oh my god, that's true. Yeah.
All right.
Is
So
Callahan taller than a dwarf? Who's to say? This could be a very tall dwarf.
I'd think so. Right. So yeah. So you said there's light here. So if I'm looking down here, can I see there's this guy past Kyoho?
Yeah. You can generally see everything.
Cool. Initially, I was gonna cast light to be able to see, but since we can see, Emery's just kind of like reaches a hand out, the other covering their face, and in a somewhat different flavor to regular, since Emery's is now older.
Mm-hmm.
Emery's just kind of, you know, trying to look a bit kind of more cool and mature. Just the darkness will envelop you as Emery's casts Mind Slipper. So
Okay.
that's an intelligence save for one who I hope does not have good intelligence.
The dwarf, I assume. Yeah, that is definitely not a pass.
Awesome. So that's 1d6 psychic damage.
Yee.
That's 3 psychic damage, and it will
Three.
take Subtract a 1d4 from its next saving throw before the end of the
There
next
we
turn.
go. Good, 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 good. Anything else you do?
And- Move back.
Okay. Smart
And-
strategy. Terry.
You-
Sorry, Emrys.
No, I was just saying using cover.
Ah, okay. Terry, it is your turn.
Okay. Terry's going to move behind Keanu, because that's as far as he can go.
Yo ho.
Kyoho. Oh, sorry. Kyoho. Yeah. Zoomed out. It's looks like a man. And he's going to cast a spell in an area. He's going to cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a 20-foot cube, so you can't affect both of them.
No, I'll just affect the barbarian
Okay.
and the vet.
Supposedly barbarian.
Supposedly barbarian. He gets a dexterity saving throw because of the spell, and he fails. So he is now glowing. Oh, the fuck is
Alright.
this shite? So any attack against him
Shine bright.
has advantage now,
Excellent.
and he can't go invisible.
Which is exactly what he was going to do next turn.
Of course.
I mean,
course.
advantage against him will be nice.
It will.
Demir.
Alright, I'm gonna step back forth. I'm gonna kind of step like, let's see how far I can go. I'm gonna kind of move up like here or so.
Roll
just so
a
I'm not, like-
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
As another glyph lights up on the floor, and you.
The mirror does
are-
not give a shit.
Yeah,
about...
you are not. Older Demir is quite sturdy as he shrugs off the effects.
And I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at where do I want to shoot? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the barbarian.
Okay, you get advantage. Everyone ganging up on the poor dwarf.
Well, he's the one that ran up to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely a hit. That is definitely a damage.
And then with my remaining five movement, I'm just gonna kind of step behind Terry and just kind of be not in the line of sight of people in front of me.
All
We're
right.
forming a line to kick his ass.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me at him next. My turn.
All right. Demir and Callahan.
Oh no! It looks like my baseball bat has a mind of its own and has swung at the thing.
You have advantage,
Oh
actually.
yeah!
You might
I
crit.
hope it doesn't have advantage.
Yeah, because he's glowing. Okay, so
Oh man,
that's still a hit.
I hope that doesn't smack
roll.
dab and hit him
All right.
for a 9 points of damage.
You hit him, and he just shrugs like, "Come on, it's still fight. Come on."
Wait, sorry, where does the advantage come from again?
Because of fairy fire.
Yeah.
And also because he was reckless.
And because reckless attack.
Oh my god, yeah, fairy fire does grant advantage.
Ye-
I always blank that shit.
I'm gonna. I'm
In
gonna
2
put
seconds,
this-
I'll pick up an action.
You have an action.
But does the action have to be a cantrip again
Nope.
this time?
Nope.
Or...
Nope. It was just on the turn that you cast it as a bonus action. Now it's just the spell is active, so you can use whatever you want now. The spell is just there now. It's not even concentration.
Oh shit! I should
Lightning bolt with advantage.
I shouldn't have done that as a bonus action. Okay. Damn it! I never read up on things. This stupid idiot. Witchy sex. Yeah, fuck it. Can I run out to like here?
Of course you can.
And if I want to cast Guiding Bolt,
You can.
can I cast it without hitting the Congo line of people?
He does have slightly more AC, but he would have because independently of where
And
he...
if I move like over here, like
Nope, he would still have, but it's just +2 AC and you have advantage, so...
Yeah.
oh, I have double. Ooh, I have double advantage. All right. We'll see where I
Well,
am. We'll see where we are.
Advantage doesn't stack, but
Advantage
yes, you have advantage. Okay, that's a miss. That's a natural
it.
20.
Hello, boys.
Oh,
Who's
nice.
ready to get some guiding bolt in here? Can Callahan do like a little finger gun, but he only holds up the one, like the finger and the thumb up,
Uh-huh.
and do like some cool fucking pose?
Yeah. And this bigger than usual ball of light just flies right between everyone's legs and hits the guy in the balls. Just...
Could I hit him rather than balls? Could I shoot his belt?
Sure, you hit him in the belt.
Callahan really hates the Pathfinders.
But it's so big, your ball of radiant energy is so big that it hits both the belt and the balls.
oh, it does a singe the hair off.
A little bit. Also, you can
Oh,
roll that again, the 4d6, because it's a natural 20, so you roll twice. So that's 20 points of damage.
Could I hit? Oh, cool!
As the guy went in 6 seconds went from "come on, hit me" to hurts. Anything else you do?
You did a bonus action and an action and some movement.
He doesn't have a bonus
No,
action
yeah.
because the bat already hit him.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, he did his bonus action.
So yeah, go.
Yeah, just movement left. Yeah.
This guy is still up.
Yeah.
You also have on the next attack roll made against the target within.
Yeah, I have advantage.
So if Kyoho hits with advantage, does that advantage mean does that come from the reckless attack and fairy fire?
Comes from everywhere, but
and
it doesn't
guiding
stack.
bolt? It doesn't stack.
So if he had like 3 different disadvantages, it would finally
Oh boy.
go back
Yeah.
to
Guess who has
normal.
advantage in my sword attack?
Ooh, you hit.
Yeah.
You deal. He seems to be very resistant to physical blows, but he's still shaky. Like
But it's a magic sword.
yes. Still, barbarian
So
rage.
he's still up.
He is barely holding on. Yes.
Oh, let's see. If a little. Oh no, I probably missed with that.
That's a hit.
Oh, it's a hit.
Yes. Well, he's taking a hit, and he's just fuck you.
I told you wouldn't like it for long.
Yeah, neither will you. Sunny, you got it ready? And you hear the girl say, yeah, I got it ready. And he moves here as you see lightning crackling from her arms
Oh no,
as she
we're in a straight line.
as she
Yo,
points
no!
her finger
It is Spaghetti-O.
towards Kyoho, Terry, Damir, and Callahan, and a bolt of lightning hits all of you because it hits every target in a straight line within 100 feet. As Amaris, you just see a bolt of lightning shoot right through where in front of you. Everyone, please roll a dexterity saving throw. I've never seen players get into a line so well.
Oh, I still had advantage on. Whoops. Do you want me to re-roll, or will you take that nat 20?
It's the
because it was my
first
roll?
one. It's the first one.
I used my hero point and did not work out well.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Can I buy Blades a hero point, please?
Sure.
Can I use that hero point?
Yeah, you can.
All right, RB, I love you, buddy.
Oh, you're the best, Dusk.
Let's make some magic happen.
Come on,
Yeah.
Blade.
A little magic called TPK. TPK.
TPK.
Let's
Okay.
let's see it. Let's see it be official, stream official first before I cash it in. 'Cause
Alright.
I think only. Woo,
There
all
it
right,
is, there
here
it
for
is.
This
time
is
for
for
the
you,
natural
rating baby.
one.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, not
No!
better.
Good
At
try,
least
buddy.
you've got overhealth.
Yes, at least you got
Wait,
over health.
whose ass did I slap for the guidance? Damn
was
it, it was Terry, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Damn
also
it,
doesn't
Terry.
affect saving
Yeah.
throws. Okay,
Damn it.
so the lightning bolt hits all of you. Yoho, Terry, and Callahan. You manage to dodge right at the last moment, but you still get hit with some sparks. As Demir, you just see everyone dodge right out of the way, and you're just standing there like, what?
There's much more of him than most of us.
Yes. So, everyone, well, Demir takes a total of 34 points of lightning damage,
Whoa!
and everyone else
Holy
takes
Thank
half.
you, Arcane.
17.
17.
Yes.
2, I hear you.
Again, never seen anyone line up for a lightning bolt.
But I'm alive.
In my defense,
Mm-hmm.
everyone else lined up behind me. I was here first.
Yes, I know. So,
It wasn't a line when I got here.
Terry, roll concentration.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pass.
Yes.
You pass. However, it's the dwarf still gets an attack. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. He attacks Kyoho with his axe. He uses reckless attack because everyone already has advantage against him, so we might as well. And he hits. Kyoho, you take 5 points of damage.
Mm. Guess who's unconscious?
He laughs as he beats you down. You messed with the wrong people, with the wrong guild, as he walks towards Damir, who looks incredibly hurt, and he swings at Damir with the second attack. Damir, he hits you for 11
I
damage.
use shield.
Okay.
Plus 5 AC, so my armor class, let's see, it's going to be major armor 13, 16, so it's 21 right now.
21. Cool. He misses. He would have taken 11 damage, but he hits your shield as you rise it up, just wobbly.
Oh, hey, and that heals your arcane mark a little bit because it's an abjuration spell.
Yep.
That is true. That is
yes,
true.
it does.
Right?
I love Abjuration Wizard.
I love. This is why it's my favorite school. So yeah.
Same here.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be right back because I'm unconscious and can't do anything.
Okay, Emerus. You
That's
just saw
me.
the bolt of lightning.
And just hear like a cry from Kyoho and like Demir and everyone else. Emery's just kind of steps forward, peeks around the corner, just like, is everyone? Oh god.
Yo, don't stay in that spot. You are in a direct line.
Right, it's my turn here. All right.
It's just imagining. Hey guys, what's? Oh no.
Right. So. What Emrys is going to do is Emrys. Right. Yeah, I can see the dwarf guy from here.
Mhm.
So Emrys, after this, initial surprise, Emrys looks towards the dwarf. Just, was this your doing? You had best prepare yourself. For my psychic powers, they shall descend upon you. As Emrys casts Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's a Wisdom saving throw, which he must subtract. Which he must subtract 1d4 from.
It doesn't even need to because he rolled a 5. He's not the wisest.
Okay.
He's a barbarian.
So that's 15 psychic damage.
Okay, you actually did enough to make him fall. He's actually he just grabs his hand. What the fuck is? Just falls down on his face.
Damn, I can't even make him run away now.
Yep.
Emrys was just like, "You shall flee before my." That was.
Yeah.
All right. And then following that, Emrys will I've already moved 5, 10.
Well,
Emrys is-
I am back.
Just don't end up in a line again.
Emrys just kind of like, just looking. Can I see? Yeah, I can. Just looking towards this mage person, just like, and hang on. Can I just quickly check something? I just want to see if I can do
Go
this.
ahead.
Just to be sure. I'll only be a moment. I just want to check whether my. Okay. Oh, but she's not going to be in range.
Well,
is she?
but Terry isn't even at half HP.
I'll tell you what I was gonna do. I was gonna psychically talk to the woman, but she's too far away, so I can't.
Oops. Your powers do not extend that far. Terry, you saw the guy get knocked the fuck out by some weird voodoo magic.
I'll move over here and try to stabilize Kyoho.
Okay. So you're rolling a medicine?
Yes.
Okay. You.
Oh, I'm good. 0 point. 0 point. Okay.
Okay.
Wait. Guidance. Does guidance work on
Yes.
On skill checks? Oh. It's a 1d4.
Yes.
Right? Okay. That's a 12.
Okay. You also realize as you're doing that she is merely knocked out and not dying.
Okay.
Yay! All right.
And wait. So I just used 5 feet. So
You can still move
Ooh.
for 20.
I'm over here.
Okay.
No, wait.
think-
It's best if I over here. It's
I was
best.
about to say in a very, very pretty straight line. Yes, keep going. Demir, it's your turn.
Yes. All right. So I am going to. Don't even know.
So Demir loves order and straight lines.
Mm.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, dude. It's come back to bite him. So never do that. Figure out how to do that thing. So if we do, sorry, my cat decided to get on top of me. So, I'm gonna move right about here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use a second level spell. It's another second level spell. And I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Ah, yes. Your favorite.
Good old favorite. Yes, on the woman. So
Maximilian's big ass bitch slap. I hear you.
strength saving throw.
Yeah. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, the woman.
Talk
Strength.
to the hand.
Talk to the hand, because the face is very hurt. That is a fail.
All right, so then that means gonna take Roll 2d6. Not the greatest. And is restrained for the spell's duration.
Yes, she is.
Unless, yeah.
All right, Callahan, it's your turn.
All right. So, first bit of movement, I would like to go like. Oh, where's she? 50 feet. I'd like to go here. So I'm gonna move myself over here. Could I cast Healing Word on Kyoho?
You definitely can if you wish.
But I'd like to cast it at second level if that's alright.
And you definitely can do that if you wish.
And then I'd also like to do it in conjunction with my Circle of Mortality.
Oh yes, so max healing.
And I like to just yell out really loudly, Kyoho! On your feet! And then she goes, whoosh.
Yo, you gain 11 points of well, you heal for 11 as you suddenly
12, no?
or 12. Yes.
Is it... Where's 11?
It's 8 plus your wisdom.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So my wisdom is 4. So yeah.
So 12. Yeah.
I thought I was tripping for 2 secs.
Yeah, no, it was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yo-ho, you woke up.
And then I would like to move my bat right up next to her.
Ah,
Kinda like
yes,
as I swing
yes.
towards her. That's okay.
You can.
Awesome. I love being able to click the spiritual weapon. Thanks so much, guys.
That is a hit. You actually have advantage because she's restrained.
Oh, does she? Okay.
You
hold on.
might crit. You don't crit.
Nah, I don't crit. But a 19 is a fair bit of swing.
You hit her in her head and she's like,
I don't suppose that 15 hits for the 10 bits of force damage, no?
why?
See, it's advantage, so it's just the you
The
just
higher
hit
number.
once.
Yeah.
You just basically roll twice for the hit, but the damage is only once.
No, that's what I mean. I didn't know if I could like go for the lower roll and get the bigger bit of damage.
No.
No, don't worry. That's okay. That's me being.
That is not how it works. No.
That's me going for a little bit of cheek.
It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, she is apparently very hurt because it's casters. But
Mages don't tank hits whatsoever.
mhm.
Mages go down really easy, right,
Mhm.
guys?
Yo, it's your turn.
I am on the ground from not being knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
How much? What is it to stand up from prone again?
Half movement.
Half my movement.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stand up from prone, which takes half of my 40 feet of movement, and then I'm going to move over here and heal myself. The power of my quickened healing.
Mm-hmm.
Top myself off a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 more hit points. This is a really nice ability that will
Yeah.
become much, much, much better at higher level.
It will. It will.
That's fine.
All right.
My martial arts die will go from being a D4 to a D6, literally next level.
Nice.
If we survive that long.
Yes.
All right. So it's her turn, and she angrily starts casting a spell. Motherfuckers, you're going down. As you see several globules of just raw magical energy fire from her as she casts her spell, and two fire at the mirror and 3 fire at Callahan. Guessing magic missile at a higher level. That means
Oof.
insta hits.
Except that I believe Shield actually, which I'm gonna
Negates it,
cast,
yes.
automatically negates it.
Yep.
And I get another 2 for my Arcane Ward.
Yes, you do.
We still hit our healer.
So, Damir, you summon up your shield. The magic missiles just hit the shield, just not able to bypass it. But you do see 3 bolts that strike Callahan, dealing 9 points of force damage. Callahan, you get hit by in 3 different directions.
No, not 3.
And seeing your magical shield, Amir, and seeing Callahan not go down, she looks at everyone else still up and she goes, "Fuck, alright, I give up. I give up. That's it. Don't. Fuck." Emrys, do you still wish to do anything?
Emily just kind of looks over to her, looks back to the others, just like, we can finish this without finishing her, I'm sure. Said from like far back.
Yeah.
Emily's just kind of like hops forward, I guess.
I'm gonna say the combat ends because she is surrendering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very hurt. Like the hand, it's hurting her a lot, and she is staring at you. "I surrender, but you don't know who you're fucking with. This is a big mistake."
What sort of arcane traps or enchantments are between us and that creature over there? And I wouldn't lie if I were you.
Yeah, fine. There's another explosion one. She points in a general direction with her chin since she is restrained.
Can I insight check to see if she's telling the
You
truth?
definitely can.
For only
Insight
being
check.
one.
You definitely can insight check.
I'd also like to insight check that.
Sure.
Probably for the best, considering insight is not my thing.
Both of you seem to believe what she's saying.
Okay. Can I head over there without, like in a path that would avoid the area?
Yes, you can go around the area. Hey,
Nope.
don't get close. Don't get too close.
I'm getting close. I'm gonna say hello to it and give a bit of a bow and nod.
You see the blue eyes that seem to shift between blue and green and white as it's looking at you. It's just staring at you. Seriously, you don't want to do that.
Does it look like it understands common?
I was going to ask it if it understood me next.
Emrys is gonna kind of like head over, avoiding wherever the trap was pointed out,
Mm-hmm.
and
During this time, Demir's also going to go over and take off like a bit of his robe and basically gag the woman, like
Okay.
cover her mouth so that she can't speak.
Seriously, you
No verbal spells for you.
Emrys looks towards the creature, points a finger towards it, and the creature will hear in its mind, in Draconic, "Do you understand me?"
Yes, I understand you.
me now.
Yo, Emrys!
That is what we have come here to do, noble beast. But we do it under the assumption that once we do, you will not harm us.
You have my word.
What was that,
Your
sorry?
voice cut out.
You have my word.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, you can.
With my -1 wisdom.
All right.
Not bad.
So, the voice seems honest.
Emrys turns to the others. The creature wishes to be freed, and it promises that, should we free it, it will not harm us.
That was a condition for us even agreeing to this request, to make sure that these people did not continue using it. So very well.
I don't think the creature would lie to us, as being saviors and all.
Indeed.
I also don't particularly care, even if it is a dragon or whatever it may be. I don't like the idea of it being chained up against its will. I think it's the right thing to do.
At the very least, it has been used in an extremely inhumane way.
Yes.
Now, Kyoho or anyone else capable of it, if you break the binds, I doubt it will resist.
Could I call my bat over and help it?
Yeah,
snap
I
the
assume
chain?
that it's going to take some work to break these because they're strong enough to hold it in place.
Yeah, Emrys messes with the creature once more.
And they
just saying,
probably aren't set up in such a way to be easily unlocked. So
well,
this might take a little
yeah,
bit.
well, we
Yeah.
could probably attack the rock kind of that they're attached to if necessary or anything like that.
Can I also knock out the wizard
No,
at this point?
easily. Like a
Just
couple of
thunk.
hits, yeah, and she is. The hand just slams her on the floor a couple of times.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Demir and Emrys roll an Arcana.
Okay.
Demir, you see as you approach the chains, you see glyphs inscribed into them. These chains seem to be magically locked.
Would I have any knowledge of how to undo them?
There is, with that roll, aside from the spell magic spell, with enough charge, like magical charge, put into it, you might be able to meet the requirements to unlock it. Seems like putting in magic energy seems to be the way to unlock them.
All right. Second question. With that Arcana roll of 15, do I suddenly discover the knowledge of third level spells in the forms of a level up?
No.
All right.
Good try.
It looks like these restraints are magically enhanced. I am sadly not quite at the level yet to be able to dispel them through the traditional means, but I think if we are able to unload enough arcane energy into each of these restraints, we should be able to overload it, so to speak, and therefore break the chains in question.
We have two arcane casters here. Hopefully the two of you can work together and do that.
I could
I can help as well.
utilize my abilities to search the mind of the wizard or spellcaster back there to see if there is any
She is
password or...
Yes, perhaps if we bring her back to consciousness.
Emery's like looks
ahead of my...
just kind of like
She's completely out.
is the hand like still holding her, just like crushed
Yeah.
underneath the hand? Just...
yes, I thought better safe than sorry. Mages of all kinds of sorts can be very tricky indeed.
Yes.
All right. Will the beast let me get closer? Or the dragon?
Okay, you attempt to get closer, and as you get
Very-
closer, it shakes.
Very slowly.
Emra's messages it once more, just saying, "We only wish to free you."
I've put up my weapon.
Then hurry.
Right. I want to try and like soothe it, even though it's sentient, but you can still
Uh-huh.
soothe sentient
Yeah.
people.
It's
So-
okay, dragon.
Roll a charisma.
Oh man, I actually have an
Would it
okay
be-
charisma.
I don't want to like butt in. Would it be animal handling?
No, it's not an animal.
Because
Oh.
it's sentient.
Ah,
It's
true.
It's quite intelligent.
That's true.
Would it be survive?
It's a charisma.
Oh no,
Uh,
I don't have my
Wait.
roll.
Oh god.
Oh no, do we even have? Are you able to give
Joe-
another
Joe
hero
No,
point?
was just
Or...
like, it's
two
okay with
already
a big ass
bought.
katana.
Two per session. Yep, it doesn't seem to be calming down. It's not
Well,
attacking
I'm
you or getting
trying, and it's
aggressive.
not
Just it.
down.
You get the sense.
I-
That it's not used to having people nearby it. Be a good
Actually,
thing.
it's probably used to having people nearby it, treating it very poorly, harvesting
Exactly.
it for
Exactly.
So, yes, I am trying to act kind to it because it has been treated very poorly, and based on what I have read, this is a noble, several hundred-year-old beast.
Yes.
But I know from that earlier roll, do I know approximately like, is it just the idea that we just need to keep casting spells and overload it, or like use specifically like our higher level spells or magic to try and do it, or
You can keep casting spells, like feeding it in a way spell slots
It's-
to overload it.
Feeding it spell slots, cantrips won't work.
Yeah. You'd need a required amount.
I could at the very least, it says all 4 of its limbs are kind of.
Yes, but the chains are just all interconnected.
Worst comes to worst, I could. Well, my shatter spell is very good at breaking up rock. I mean, a worst case scenario, it might hurt the beast in a little bit, but it would be able to withstand the blow, of course. But I could try and use that spell and break the restraints, and even if it's not enough to overload the chains, it might break free of the rock from which they're chained into and allow it to simply release itself that way. Still have the chains on it, but not connecting it to anything.
Perhaps first we could wake the spellcaster, and I could ask to see if there are any more streamlined methods we could use.
Yes, that can work as well. I'm just spitballing here, especially since time is of the essence. But yes, we can wake up the caster first and
Oh, she
ascertain,
is
though.
definitely KO right now. Definitely KO.
Okay. Well, Emrys is just gonna go over to the spellcaster. Just look towards Callahan, who's I guess making sure that the dwarf guy isn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Callahan, could you help me wake up this woman, please?
Do you want me to just sort of yell really loudly in her ear, or
Well, I didn't want to kill her accidentally with my great power, but also
It's
she
okay.
is very hurt.
I've got to spare the dying on tick. Like, we got this.
Yes, that's what I needed. Emery's just kind of like gives the woman a couple of slaps.
Okay. She goes. What?
Okay, so immediately, Emery's just casting heightened spell, or using heightened spell on detect thoughts
Ooh.
on this woman.
Okay.
So I'm using the probe deeper action, so she must make a wisdom saving throw, and with heightened spell, that's at disadvantage.
She rolled a 3.
Okay.
What are you probing for?
So I'm probing for information regarding the the magical chains, and I do this. And I ask her, like, Emrys like points finger towards the woman. She hears the voice in her head, which she'll be able to respond to, even though she's gagged. Tell me about the magical chains binding that beast.
They're there for a reason. If you free it, we're all fucking dead. And what you get from your mind proby thing is that multiple wizards, she saw it 4 years ago, attach these chains. And the reason why there's always a spellcaster for Asgard duty is because the spellcaster needs to pour in some energy to unlock the chain around her mouth to feed this dragon. And you get the sense about the equivalent of a 6th level spell would be needed to unlock the chain around the mouth.
What about the other?
Or
Chains.
like it doesn't have to be a 6th level spell. It can be like several first level spells, like 6 first level spells, or you just need enough energy.
Are there any other ways to remove these chains?
I can't tell you, but I guess you're gonna know, because she knows you're probing her mind.
Yeah, she knows. But
The administrator has a key, and a couple of others have the necessary keys.
You don't have that time to go back, grab those, and come back.
So she doesn't have a key, and there isn't one in this cave. Okay.
That makes sense. Don't keep the key near the thing you're trying to unlock.
Yeah.
Or don't want to get unlocked.
All right. Emery's just kind of like looks to her, just thank you for your assistance, and just kind of like bashes her, knocks out again.
Wait.
She just kind of like she grabs Callahan's spiritual weapon, which is like right next to them. Just
bonk.
Yeah.
Sap.
Just thank you, Callahan. All right, returning to the group.
Okay.
Emrys relay this information.
Yeah. So we require 6 first level spells, or the equivalent of a 6th level spell, to unlock the chains around the beast's mouth. Unfortunately, I'm not sure whether that includes the chains on the rest of its body, but it would be a start.
The chains on its mouth look like they're connected to the chains around the rest of its body?
No, they are the only ones that are not connected to the rest.
So it seems like it would be 6 for the mouth, and then some amount, perhaps equivalent, maybe a little bit more, for the other chains.
As I mentioned, I could try and use my shatter spell is a bit more powerful than my rest, and it could potentially target multiple chains at once. And if we are willing to take a little time to rest, I could even perhaps charge up another use of it. But
Demir, you do know with that 15 that the shatter spell will not affect magical chains. Well, it will
I was
just
them. Saying like. Well, I was trying to say like as far as
they're attached to.
Yeah, like part of it was just the idea of putting it into just the spells need like. Mm-hmm. Oh, are you saying in order to do it, we just we don't actually cast a spell? We just
no. You just mentally just pour the energy in.
Okay, because I was thinking of using that to try and break the rocks around the chains to free it while also pouring the energy in.
It's almost basically transferring the energy.
Yeah.
Okay, but even though the chains themselves wouldn't break, would I know if that check with I would be able to break the rocks free the chains and it's still attached to the beast, but just freed from the
I would say
Well,
the rock
it seems
itself.
very tightly wrapped up, so I don't think that freeing it from the rocks would just let us move it someplace else. We'd still have to break the chains or unravel them to get it free.
Gotcha. Okay.
it seems like this magic is made specifically for the dragon, and with that roll, you'd know this magic is locking the dragon in place. The rock around it is actually not even important. It's the chains themselves are locking the dragon in place.
Gotcha. Okay. Well then, well, I guess that's really what I've worked now that I'm thinking about it. Guys, I'm a bit spent as far as my magic is concerned, but I mean, I can contribute some. The issue is if we have only so much magic, even between us spellcasters, that eventually we might be able to overload maybe just the mouth chain, but unless the creature can cast spells or potentially free itself some other way, it seems like this is going to take a while.
We
I
could
can give up
begin.
to four spell points, or worth of. It's small. I don't. I'm not very used to casting powerful magic, but it will help, I think.
We could begin by pouring magic into the chains that bind it. The chains around its mouth, although I'm sure it would like to be able to speak, it takes priority simply getting it out of here. Well, I could ask it. Emrys points towards the creature once more. If we freed the chains binding your mouth, is there anything you would be able to do to assist us in freeing you?
Free the legs. I'll handle the rest.
Understood. It asks us to free its legs.
Well, then let's do our best, I suppose.
All right. Emrys walks up to the chains, and I guess I'll start by pouring in 2 second level spell slots.
So that's 2 points more.
Or two second level would be 4
Oh,
points.
so 4 points and
Yeah.
the
I'm gonna pour in another second level spell slot on top of that.
So 6. You start pouring.
Look at me, I'm not a spellcaster.
Yeah, you start pouring, and it's the chains are not unlocking.
Callahan, could you do you have any spells that you could spare?
What you need?
Freeing this creature requires magical energy. If you could use some of your divine spells, perhaps that might also be able to assist.
Guiding bolt. Let's go.
No, don't literally use the spell. Just touch the chains and channel the energy in.
Not bad. I'll just put my hand on the chain.
How many points are you putting in? How many spell slots?
1 second level and 1 first level, please.
Okay. As you pour those last spell slots, the chains and open the shackles around the legs. You see the creature start to stand up as the shackles fall to the floor. It grabs the chain around its mouth, and you just see the muscles flexing as it grips the chain, including flesh and skin and bone. Skin and scales, and some blood comes out. Looks around you.
Emrys just kind of quickly gives it some space and just kind of lowers their head. Just
Oh, it stands up, and now you see this massive creature fully standing.
Thank you.
You are most welcome, great creature.
That's where we're gonna end the session because we went way
Wait,
overboard.
I want to do one more thing real quick.
Do one more thing real quick.
Can I toss at one of my rice balls as a snack?
Sure. You toss it, bumps into it, and he just looks at it.
Not much, but here's some food.
I have something else in mind.
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Else.
Hey.
The villain, the barbarian.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the barbarian, the wizard, hopefully.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
well,
see
you know.
next session. Right now, I am going to raid.
Shadow Legend.
It's what?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow. No, I'm not sponsored by them yet.
Yes.
I'm gonna raid.
I think the big
I'm gonna stay
advert
for the
these
raid,
days is AFK Arena.
but I'm gonna jump off from the stream.
Yeah.
Ren, thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Love y'all.
Thanks, Scott.
It
Thanks.
was a lot of
Thank you,
fun!
Callahan.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that was
Gus.
Thanks.
And
I'm gonna be streaming the new Final Fantasy XIV expansion patch stuff in a few hours.
oh, cool. Check out Sev.
Hey.
Check out Sev.
Sev. Alright, take care guys. Bye.
Misfits.
Bye.
Check out Sev.
Bye.
Check out
Misfits.
Sarcastrophe. And we're gonna be raiding Sayumi. She's awesome. She's playing Phasmo, so
Yeah.
good. Have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you so much for the session. And thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching.
Thank you for hosting.
Ah,